So like they went on the Reddit thread and they were like, yeah, hunger strike, that'll get them. Now, before we dive too deep into the violence going on the left right now, we have to talk about a true patriot. The White House tweeted, "Today we remember a legend." This is on the anniversary of George Floyd's death. On this day in history, Haram symbol of loyalty, strength, chaos, unity, and the strange beauty of the internet, bringing millions of people together for one cause. Never forgetting Harambe. That's right, everyone remembers where they were on the day they heard the news, and somehow 1 decade later, his legacy lives on. Gone but never forgotten. Rest easy to true patriots forever in our hearts. Rest in peace, Harambe. This has 150,000 likes, 22 million views, and let's just say the White House did not say anything about George Floyd. I can't figure out what. God, I love our government. I never thought of that before. To be honest, I hate our government. I hate our government, but this fills me with pride to be an American. But yeah, I still hate our government. Sorry. I spoke too soon. But I do love when we are dominating the current culture. What can I say? Let's keep doing that, please. Now, let's not forget someone did celebrate George Floyd's death. I mean, I'm sorry. Commemorate George Floyd's death. George Floyd's brother buys a custom-made $45,000 chain honoring him. The truth is like a lion.
The truth is just like a lion. The truth is just like a lion. You don't have to defend it. It will defend itself. Ultimately. Well,
that is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my chest. Sonichu medallion for fucking retards. But are we serious?
Jackson High School. Okay, this is my brother George Floyd.
Look at him smiling. George Floyd's death was the best thing that ever happened to this guy.
So he got half of a lion and half of him because he was one of the star athletes that ever attended Jackson High School. And that's right there in the heart of the third world where we come from.
Yeah, he fucking sucked. He was this criminal scumbag retard who pointed a gun at a pregnant lady and robbed her. He overdosed on fentanyl while resisting arrest, and now he's dead, all right? He sucked, and now he's dead. He died doing what he loved, making white people's lives a little bit worse.
He died doing what he loves, fentanyl.
But the point that I'm trying to make is, when it comes to violent leftoids, which is basically what the entire leftist dying of overdosing on
I didn't eat dinner. I took a nap.
So talking about violent leftists, Scott Besson dropped a nuke.
Close are you guys finding out who's funding it?
It is ongoing. We made substantial progress, and I think in the weeks and months ahead, we're going to have a lot to report. One thing that did go the underreported that I would point out to all of you is the IRS is now giving guidance on the Form 990, which nonprofits they have to file. And we are going to encourage or demand that nonprofits know their grant
Damn, buddy, you got a big head.
So if a grant recipient is violent, if they are suppressing people's rights, then you are responsible for that. And I think that's a very...
I got leftover kielbasa and potatoes that I'm going to eat later.
I would have a really good night's sleep on the night that George Soros goes to jail. I'm not going to lie, because this is insane. Now, for people that are unaware that the left is actually just incredibly violent because they don't believe in thou shalt not murder, or thou shalt not steal, or thou shalt not bear false witness, it's all the things, actually. You know, the people that'll make up the fake rape allegations are the same people that will celebrate the assassination of Charlie Kirk, are the same people that are going to support looting businesses that they don't like. Totally shocked and surprised. Well, this is insane. There was another assassination attempt just made against the sitting conservative U.S. Supreme Court Justice. This is crazy, by the way. Insane. All right, so just to understand exactly what's going on, we have basically call came in.
Units responding to
sound of gunshots.
There is an LOI for this address that has 24-hour security coverage for a high priority resident of the county. Units responding to suspicious noise. Be advised, we have not been able to get an answer on callback to the complainant phone number. And then if it's going to be a swatting situation or not. 2111.
Yeah, so that's a really big deal. And, you know, we don't even need to talk about this. It's not even in the news. We need to trust Twitter journalists to actually report it. Someone called the police saying that there were gunshots at the United States Supreme Court. Apparently that's just something you have to live with now. Well, a San Antonio man was just arrested for threatening to kill Erica Kirk, because that's also a thing that we need to deal with now for some reason. Her husband was brutally murdered in cold blood by a leftist, and now for some reason they want to kill her too.
My friend, there is someone who wants to meet you, and believe me, you want to meet him. You think I'm into so bad stuff? Let me tell you, this guy has a finger in every pie in Los Santos and beyond. Meet me at LSIA and
social media post about a turning point event by writing, I know exactly where to bomb. And a message from the email registered to an account to Winsky. Stated, death to Erica Kirk and every single speaker there. Certainly a disturbing case. A San Antonio man.
So apparently, we just have to live with it now. That's just how common it is now to have a little bit of left-wing violence. All right, so just understand, confirmed, Erica Kirk has a new boyfriend. She was spotted getting.
I would take it out of my pocket and wrap it in shrink wrap if you can. That'll be the easiest way not to have anybody smell it.
Wow. Now this is an AI voice.
Intel wrong. I felt like I was doing a disservice.
So anyway, so this guy that's doing the investigation, quote unquote, into Erica Kirk, internet sleuthing at its finest, AI voice.
Wrap it with shrink wrap. You probably have shrink wrap somewhere where you work. Just pull off a small batch and wrap it around it. It'll cover up the smell. That's what I used to do with my bullet at work. No, well, that should cover the smell.
And by the way, community note, yeah, this is not true. That Blake guy that he was also accusing also showed up. Yeah, Blake Whittier, he could be the bearer of bad news to the cesspool of bots and ex-users trying to use their entire day making up things under the guise of journalism. I am not dating Erica Kirk. Oh yeah? Well then show me a photo of where you were on Facebook, team. Like you owe this random freak anything. Now the media obviously.
Hey, are you busy? There's been a development with the attempted buyout, and we may need your help. Please come to my office as soon as you can.
Like, dude, Erica Kirk has to respond to a guy who's accusing her of murdering her own husband with a photo of Charlie Kirk as his profile. Like, this is levels of delusion I have never expected to see. I'm no big Erica Kirk fan. I think she needs to stay out of the public spotlight as much as possible. But also, she is a widow. She is suffering. Oh my God, her husband was murdered. 20 likes on this one, before getting too deep into the chaos. Free cash. 3,000 years. Recently added to my daily routine is using free cash for a few minutes here and there. If I'm gonna play games as a time sponge, I might as well make some money out of it. Free cash is a fun and easy way to earn real money by doing simple tasks while already on your phone. Play games. Complete surveys, do simple tasks, and turn your bathroom break into an investment. Called the Dragon high-payout strategy-based building game. You get instant payouts with a really easy process through PayPal, Amazon, or Visa. There's already over $250 million paid out to over 60 million users worldwide. It's a win-win. They get someone to test out their games and fill out their surveys, and you get paid. Use the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description to sign up and get a $10 bonus today. Back to the chaos. Every individual sign up literally supports the channel. So if you can click the link in the description and do the thing, that would be very appreciated. But again, we need to deal with these people. So Mayor Jacob Fry, maybe remember George Floyd, who was murdered by the former Minneapolis police officers.
Is this train ever gonna come?
Our city forever. Aspen Gold responds, imagine crying at the casket of a career criminal scumbag who was driving on Fent and pointed a gun at a pregnant woman. You're lucky the Trump admin is full of pussies, or you'd be getting tried for sedition with a best case scenario of capital punishment. Baseman Gold. Alright, this guy responds with, Ashman Gold, try not to be racist for a day. Challenge impossible. See the list of crimes.
Dude! I didn't have any.
I actually don't think you should be driving under the influence of fentanyl and pointing guns at pregnant women. They'd be like, you racist motherfucker. You racist. Just let the black people drive a fentanyl and point guns at pregnant people. Like, my God, please, dude, please. Oh my God. You know, Aspen Gold dropped another response to another tweet. There's a very easy solution for this. This is referring to the team takeovers. It's all the
black teenagers in Chicago going around there and basically letting shit on fire or whatever. Very easy solution it is. Bring in the National Guard, round all of them up, put them in forced labor camps, choose the ones who are violent. That's exactly what it does. You can literally solve the problem overnight. You can allow animals to run wild. Elon Musk. Please, devil, greatest name for this. I'm scared. He's so scared of his rhetoric. He's too angry. Just understand. Eric Church almost killed, right? We got bomb threats, death threats constantly against her. Her husband was murdered. We have Supreme Court justices having gunshots heard at their house. We have obviously many assassination attempts against Donald Trump. There was just an assassination attempt against Ivanka Trump. We have shots at the White House all the time. We have shots at J.D. Vance's house. Right? It's the thing all over the place on the left and celebrate. But as we both say, you should actually arrest criminals. That's terrifying. You people suck by it. Alright? Drop the whole thing. Give me final solution by the terrifying look. Yes, arresting criminals is exactly what it is. Alright? Like, this shit doesn't work anymore. Anyone can see people love it, loser camps, dejected, pathetic, that's terrible elements. We get the attitude. You can't treat people like that. They ignore story. Alright, this is a list card. Like, just watching this crash out is insane. It's like a Joe Rogan death. Alright, other society is human. They're not people who show people they're terrified. Yeah, they are people. They're people that should get punished for their crimes. Because they're people who hold them to a higher standard. Which means if they do vandalism, they should go to a labor camp. Absolutely. They. Why should my tax dollars pay for them to suffer in a little box if they can pay me if their effort and labor can actually the damage that they cause? It's such insanity. I don't understand. It's crazy. A lot applies, obviously, because it's like biblical. You know leftists fantasize about doing to everyone they consider a bigot. And he's like, oh, leftists don't fantasize about putting people in labor camps. They literally do. They literally talk about what are we going to do with Trump over They done it on many levels. During COVID, they actually grabbed it up. They also suggested that you don't get beds in hospitals. Okay? Like, what are we even talking about? Like, they just lied. Average people are tired of living in criminals and crazy terrorize the public. You're performative morality. Alright. People do believe this. That's it. Just no logic, no argument, just moral grandstanding, appeal to the retards. That's what they do. That's just what they do. Why not? Oh, why not? You ever seen a labor camp? It's inhumane. Oh, but you know what is humane? Putting people in a little box in jail. You know what is humane? Just letting them light your city. You advocate to treat humans like livestock? No, livestock can't do labor for you. That's ridiculous. Pathetic, disgusting, red. Wow. If you're ill, large groups of people belong in labor camp. But why? You never want to actually say why, right? Because there is no argument for why not. The only thing that's inhumane is allowing animals like this to terrorize the public and hurt more innocent people. Empathy for the evil, apathy for the average person. If not a labor camp, what is your solution for dealing with violence and terrorism? I have no problem with prosecuting criminals. Okay, what about prosecuting if they go to a labor camp? You're inhumane labor camp solution. By who? Who rejected it? It's like, well, who made Flint nibble the moral authority of what that are terrorizing our nation? But you rejoice in bringing more violence. You're pathetic. I love how this dude is like, no, actually, we need to leave the domestic terrorists on our streets terrorizing us. Man, leftist discourse really is just moral grandstanding and lying about what your beliefs are. It's heartbreaking to see, but that's just where we're at. You can never trust it. What the hell? CIA officer was arrested in massive frauds, stealing 300 gold bars and stashing them with $40 million.
In his phone. If you're wondering how many gold bars,
CIA
says it's about 308. What made it news, scandalous, and Gary Crumbach and I found is that man was not just an employee of any agency. He was a high-level official with multiple experience in the CIA. He not only lied about what he was doing with this money, but that allegedly he also lied about his background. Said that he graduated from a college he did not attend, that he went to a graduate school he did not attend, and that he had a pilot's license that the FAA said he did not have. So he was arrested last week, and he is now in detention, facing these charges of lying about his background and perhaps knowingly embezzling American taxpayers' money. I want to read you a statement we just got in from the CIA saying that after a CIA internal investigation identified potential potential violation for parole. CIA Director John Ratcliffe referred the information to the FBI for a law enforcement investigation. The FBI is working closely with our partners at the CIA and the Department of Justice as we continue to investigate this matter fully. So, Hallie, we will be staying on this. But what is real, is that this is someone who was given currency to pay mortgages that he said needed to be used in order to pay for operations that he was in charge of. But rather than keeping it in his office, they found $40 million worth of this gold, as well as $2 million in cash and 35.
But I was told that the CIA was the best. They were the best. They were the ones enforcing the law. They were stopping all sorts of terrorism, right? Dude, once you realize that these people are the problem, it makes everything better. You know, February 2025, this is what they know, but I wonder what's actually going on here. What is actually happening? Weird, huh? Weird. Weird how that happened, huh? Ideology. So, you know, I personally prefer anarcho-fascism, but I'm really glad that he's using it for right. But this is just everyday society. Violence is so ingrained into leftist culture and ideology that the people on top want to
Listener Tucker and her attorney dad was arrested and charged for allegedly trying to hire a hitman to get rid of her child's also famous father, Jackie.
Like, am I supposed to sit here and make believe that this is all just happening in a vacuum?
Avery, you would think that being a Florida attorney would mean that you would be smart enough to, I don't know, steer your daughter away from literal, for-hire schemes to solve her problems. But I guess not.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess they're not actually as intelligent as they think they are. They love the criminals. They love the chaos. They have no solution.
I can't handle this.
You, an inhuman, immoral guy, because you want to stop them from destroying our country? More people are murdered in Bangladesh than the amount of casualties we took in the entire Iran.
Ooh, I looked away for a second.
And put them in labor camps to maybe make up.
Wow, this car is soggy.
Want to know where my morals come from? My morals come from the Bible. Your morals come from whatever fucking preference you come up with at the day. Oh, I would really like to have a gay orgy with looters and criminals, all right? My personal philosophy of morality absolutely comes from God. The God that says, thou shalt not steal, and the God that says, if you are caught stealing, you have to pay double the amount you stole in penalty. The God that says that if you don't have the amount of money to pay for it, you have to become a indentured servant to pay off your debts. So, yeah, that's what my morality is. What's yours?
Don't worry, it's no big.
I can already see this is going to be a problem here.
understand the depths of depravity of our enemy, which is an enemy. Don't make it. Don't be confused. Exactly what's going on here. This is an enemy that needs to be destroyed, legally and without violence, of course, but destroyed nonetheless.
That's the best I
Reddit
can get it.
Lies account tweets, a mass psychosis event is unfolding on Reddit right now. Basically, every comment on Reddit about the incident is claiming it was staged. Obviously referring to the failed assassination attempt against Donald Trump last night. Entire Reddit comes together to say it's staged. Now, just to understand exactly how, I guess, hilarious in the most ironic and tragic way ever, it's like every single person that says it's staged wants it to happen and would support the killer. Just like Luigi Mangione, etc. But like, just understand the obvious contradiction here. It's a perfect fallacy. It's this hyper-feminized worldview
downstairs.
of not being able to take accountability.
Throw his ass out.
It's like, yes, I want someone to assassinate him. Yes, I hope he gets killed. Oh, this was staged.
All right, sport, you gotta fucking go.
It's obviously a right-winger. The right-wingers are the violent ones, and they're all like this.
There you go. We're not even opening the door.
Need a distraction. It's staged. It's a distraction. It's all distraction. It's like, it's unbelievable watching these people do this. Now, the thing is, we all know that's not true. Here's a little compilation of Democrat officials. All right, I'm going to get to streamers in a minute. You got to see Hassan and Destiny talking about this. You're not ready for the level of evil that we're witnessing, but you should be. So this is Democrat politicians calling for violence.
I
That's
just
not
don't
it.
even know why
It's
there
back
aren't
here. How do I get
uprisings
through
all over
here?
The country, maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men. Most of them.
Oh, I didn't want to come in here.
To the right.
I thought
Funded by leftists.
you should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think
Not all Mexicans, just some of them.
you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look, as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is Donald Trump's booth when you need him?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them.
Wow.
And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And sad
Rhetoric. How could someone actually have done something like this?
the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honor and our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after election. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels. That this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't
You want me to call the fucking police, asshole? Fuck this! I'm calling the cops.
So obviously the tolerant left.
Damn!
Supposed to be surprised. This was Jimmy Kimmel's immediate reaction on his show to an assassination attempt. Very serious one. You know, because we're witnessing a lot of assassinations specifically against right-wing people. And you're seeing violence against right-wing all the time because the left actually doesn't believe in a very central tenet of right-wing politics, which is thou shalt not murder. They just don't believe in it. Right? So obviously they do it. Right? It's like, it's crazy. No, who could have thunk of something like this?
Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
Yeah, hilarious. Just really funny stuff, honestly.
How you doing, buddy?
It's crazy
Huh?
how they're just terrorists. It's crazy how it's like, hi, I'm a leftist. I'm a very interesting guy. I have a weird personality. I'm a terrorist. I want to kill people. Anyway, that's leftist policy. Whoa.
Come check out the new vehicle on the podium. You can win it with just a spin on the lucky wheel.
No surprise. Right, so Riley Gaines tweets, "Stop trying to kill our president." Pretty reasonable thing to say. Stephen Bunnell, Destiny, responds saying, "I never heard the singing more in my entire life." Obviously focusing on stop trying to kill our president. You get it? He wants you to succeed. No, that's not me putting words in his mouth. Nope.
Got some extra chips in your pocket or indulge yourself with the
30 G's, that ain't that bad.
fashions are available.
Conservatives seem to be afraid of getting killed in the streets.
I won't condemn anything until the President of the United States can go on air and say, all of us need to calm down.
That's right. He thinks that Charlie Kirk gets assassinated, and Donald Trump needs to say, everybody's wrong, this is everybody's issue, actually.
You won't condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk until Donald Trump says something.
I'm a YouTuber. Leftists and Democrats have been condemning and turning down the temperature. Condemning violence, turning down the temperature.
I love how it's like his idea of turning down the temperature is every time something bad happens, they make a tweet saying we condemn violence, and then they just go on their shows, and then they just call for violence every single day, all day. Like that's literally what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with immoral monsters. We really are demons from Freeran, actually. They'll use your words to manipulate you.
Excuse me.
Why should I ever trust?
I didn't mean that. That was accident.
Believe in thou shalt not murder. Let alone thou shalt not steal. They actively promote stealing and looting and all that shit. Their words mean absolutely nothing to me, to be honest. Pouring fuel on the fire every single day, all day, for years and years and years, a decade. The entire Democrat Party at this point is essentially just a big orgy of saying Trump's bad. All right, and then something bad happens, and then, you know, they point at the fire that they lit, and then they're like, I condemn this.
For a decade, Donald Trump can't go on TV and say, all of us need to calm down.
Right.
Can you tell me why he cannot?
Why would you expect anybody, Destiny?
You can't answer that. Can you answer that question? Why can't
Can
Trump
you
go on
answer
TV
this
Is
and
it
say,
through
all of us should
Dynasty
be less
8?
violent? You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now, they don't feel like there's any fear.
I love how he says turn down the temperature because there's violent rhetoric on both sides. On the left, they literally want you dead and they want to kill you. And on the right, they just kind of don't want that to happen. It's both sides.
It's gotta be through Maze Bank.
Like, I don't know. It's like memes. It's just memes
this
to
it?
everybody, I guess.
It's memes. Conservatives need to be afraid of getting killed in public. It's just memes. He got his entire channel demonetized for this one, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Hassan Piker, this is his reaction to the shooting.
Wait, they started running.
Hang on.
Shots fired? Of course. Shots fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
Look how excited he is.
Hell yeah. Let me know when you get home.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look.
I think I gotta.
This is exactly what he wants, by the way. All right, don't let the what the fucks confuse you. All right, don't let it confuse you. Is this a good time to mention the Democrats' new darling Hassan Piker says that he wants the blood of his political opponents to run in the streets and recently justified the murder of an innocent father because he ran a health insurance company? And Hassan responds to this, we don't even have the details of what happened yet. Are we being serious? Are we being serious? A guy shot at the president of the United States. Obviously, it was a leftist. What are we doing here? Yeah, these MFers are already using this opportunity to try and blame me. Oh my god, he's actually fucking retarded. The president used the most violent rhetoric ever known to man. Perhaps that's why it's usually his own supporters trying to shoot him. That's right, obviously, his supporters support him so much they try to kill him. Like, you can't even, like...
Call me back when your brain returns to working order.
We need to get together. We need both sides to turn the temperature down so we can become besties. No, we can't.
Wait, he's grouchy.
Cannot become besties. How are you ever going to rationally reason with someone that thinks that Trump is
Move! Move!
How are you even supposed to, like, engage with that? This dude literally supports every terrorist organization on the fucking planet. And then when terrorism happens, he's like, another right-winger. And I love how, like, the president's violent rhetoric is like, we will end a civilization, and then Iran immediately makes a peace deal because they're scared. It's like, that is the president's violent rhetoric, true. Hassan and Destiny, these two guys, they both go on, like, all these shows, these college campus tours, these college speeches, Zero security at all. All right, none of them have any security. Charlie Kirk had so much security, and they still managed to kill him. All right, and the craziest thing is, we all know why. It's because there isn't going to be some right-wing guy that just goes and kills Destiny. That's just not going to happen. Thank God. I don't want it to happen. Don't get me wrong. I do not want it to happen. But I'm confident that it won't. Again, this is Hassan Piker.
Well, my understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Largest leftist political streamer on the planet, by the way. All right, this is him advocating for Trump's assassination.
You actually wrote about this, and it was a great video where you talked about,
Hey, Carlo, how you doing?
Someone has to do it. That's coded language for killing Donald Trump. And everyone laughs because they all know exactly what he means.
I say that. Everyone knows exactly what I mean.
Yeah, they do. Everyone does. Everyone knows what you mean. Ho-ho! I'm so cool and edgy. I'm calling for the assassination of the president, but I'm using cool emojis to let you know what I'm exactly saying.
God damn it.
Saying the words, the magic words. Saying the N-word.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go get a motorcycle.
Saying the N-word. Saying that you're basically trying to get someone to assassinate the president of the United States. Oh, wholesome chungus.
Get out my heavy machine gun and cause that. Oh, the guy. He left, or he went inside his house or something. Yeah.
Like, what are we even doing here, man? Like, these people are all absolute fucking jokes. All right, so President Trump said we need to build the ballroom because they could have like a secure location that they could actually have these sorts of dinners without being worried about assassins and shit. Pretty reasonable. Hassan's like, oh my God, it's a false flag, guys.
Go do the
oh my God, it's a
stash
false
house.
Flag. It's so false. He let himself almost get murdered so he could build a ballroom, guys. Just to be clear, the theory that the leftists are running with is that Trump administration somehow convinced a registered Democrat to volunteer to go to prison for the rest of his life so they could use him as a patsy for a third-staged assassination attempt, one that they apparently believe was concocted mostly to justify building the White House ballroom that's already being built anyway. That's the theory, right? In case you were unaware, that is the theory we're working with. And the funniest thing is, like, they're all coming up with this, like, absolutely leave the conspiracy theories to the right wing, guys, okay? Please. What are we fucking dealing with here? This is toddler conspiracies. But the truth, Nuke, is they don't even believe these conspiracies. I think they just say them. And, they try to repeat them enough times until it becomes part of just, like, the public dictionary. It just becomes the public vernacular of these retards. They'll say it enough times until the mass psychosis sets in
if
and
you
they start
insist.
believing it. They all want him dead. They all want him assassinated. They all want the assassins to succeed. They would all celebrate the assassin that actually does it. In their own world, do they really think that all of these things?
Yeah, you ain't ready for this.
Unless they don't. The third worlders probably do, but they don't.
Back it up.
Say it's okay to feel happy when a political 6% of conservatives their age. That is like such a big twist. It's almost like it's ideologically based. It's almost like ideologically, leftists are just, I don't know, fucking evil. Anyway, this is Hassan Piker this week, talking about how he understands murdering people who are guilty of
72, 68, 83.
social murder.
Engels wrote about the concept of social murder.
Social murder is not a real thing. It's gay and it's fake, and it was created by dipshits and retards. Social murder is not a real thing.
And Brian Thompson, as the United Healthcare CEO, was engaging in a tremendous amount of social murder, the systematized forms of violence, the structural violence of poverty, the for-profit
poverty is not violence.
Paywalled system of healthcare in this country.
Thank God for this country's healthcare. That's why, people in Canada and in England, they send their patients to America because our healthcare is so much better, and we don't have the bullshit communist healthcare like they do in Canada and England, where they basically die before getting an appointment.
The consequences of that are tremendous amounts of pain, tremendous amounts of violence, tremendous amounts of deaths. And that.
Remember, this guy supports Hamas terrorists and the Islamic regime in Iran. Okay, this guy supports Hezbollah, who killed 650,000 people in Syria. All right, does he care about deaths?
Like that's the funny thing. Like so many of these people, like they don't actually believe in anything. Like their morals are flimsy and evil. That's it. They have nothing. They have absolutely
Don't touch
nothing.
me, bitch.
Was a fascinating
You'll
story.
see at some point the switch will flip, and you probably don't believe me right now. I'll be real. I'm trying my best to radicalize you guys. I am. Oh my God, it's all right pipeline. No. You've reached the end. You've reached the end of the pipeline, my guy. They're evil, and they want you dead. Okay, and at some point the switch is gonna flip, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, the blue retard cartoon guy was actually right." But we'll see.
Americans very draconian about.
Unlike the Islamic Republic of Iran, where they executed 40,000 of their own people because they didn't like them.
Punishment. They're very black and white on this issue.
God, I wish they were more draconian. I wish they were more black and white. Absolutely.
And yet, because of the pervasive pain that the private healthcare system had created for the average American, I saw so many people immediately understand why.
You know, I don't support someone murdering Hassan Piker in the street, but I would totally understand it. Because the social murder that Hassan Piker is propagating constantly. So if someone did go murder Hassan Piker in the street, which I do not endorse, I don't want it to happen, don't get me wrong, I would totally understand it. I would totally understand it. Because he's a terrorist.
You know what?
Don't forget the biggest influence on the left was on the New York Times podcast this week, talking about how political violence is rationalized. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Isn't it weird how that happens? Wow, it's so wild. So weird that Donald Trump will stand up and definitely raise his fist and say fight. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Staged as fuck. You'll see number charges. Yup. Now, this is a journalist who was at the White House dinner. Someone views, 1.1 million views, Taylor Lorenz, an actual journalist, in quotes, who was there. I don't know how this is possible. I don't even know what we're doing here. So this person says, first false flag got him elected, so he's just spamming it for building renovations. And again, I think I'm freaking out. I just think they say it. Of course, this is Hassan Piker's editor, much to the surprise. Don Lemon said this on the correspondence dinner, and this is insane. He said this right before the attempted assassination.
The Sunlight White House Correspondence Center, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And that's why I am not in that room tonight, even though I was invited, because I don't want to sit in a room and pretend it's normal and sip champagne and black.
Did he plan the attack? Question mark. I'm just asking questions.
Tie and ball gowns, pretending that this is normal and it's not. This is not normal Republican versus Democratic or politics.
Totally agree. It's good versus evil. Thank you. I'm glad you pointed that out. Thank you so much. Yes, true.
The Trump regime is trying to take away press freedom.
How is he trying to take away press freedom?
They are trying to kill the First Amendment.
You're trying to kill the president.
Yeah.
Are we being serious here? Are we being serious? The majority of the country elected Donald Trump to be president. These people have been calling for his death for like 10 years. All right, they tried to ban him, they tried to jail him, they banned him from Twitter, they banned him from YouTube, they banned him from Twitch, they tried to kill him. Like, Trump is really upset with people slandering him. Okay.
They don't believe in the First Amendment. They don't believe in freedom of the press. Otherwise, they would not be arresting reporters. They would not be.
They're not arresting reporters unless the reporters are doing illegal things. Like, this is insane. Like, this is actually like the Hamas argument. It's like,
here for the magic touch.
Press vest, so therefore you're not allowed to. It's like, okay, dude, get the fuck out of here. What are we doing here?
Searching their homes. They would not be taking their cell phones. They wouldn't be trying to investigate them because they write a story that you don't like about your girlfriend. All of those things. I can't believe the White House Correspondents Association invited them to be in that room. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You have to take a stand. And if you're in that room, you are co-signing this. You are complicit in normalizing something that should not be normal.
All right, so anyone that's around Trump vaguely is co-signing it. Does that language sound familiar to you? Read the actual manifesto of the assassin. Get a load of this. Secret Service. They are targets only if necessary and to be incapacitated non-lethally if possible. Hotel security. Not targets at all if possible. Same with all these guys, etc., etc. I would still go for anyone here to get to the targets if it were absolutely necessary on the basis as those chose to attend the speech by a pedophile rapist traitor and are thus complicit. But I really hope it doesn't come. This is what the assassin wrote in his manifesto. Just by the fact that they're normalizing Trump, I can kill them. It's pretty insane watching this happen. It really is. It really is insane. Because like I knew that this was the case, and I'm just being proven right, unfortunately, again and again and again and again and again. And it's all it is all Ed Baggett-Steen tweets, was the shooter at the White House correspondent center trying to kill the media who Trump attacks on a daily basis? This is like the ultimate gotcha. It's like, oh, yeah, rhetoric like kill the president. But the president uses rhetoric like the media keeps lying. So obviously both sides are using rhetoric. Again, this is exactly what we're dealing with. This is Hassan Biker supporting terrorist rapists.
Shit, move.
And that is deeply traumatic to me.
Do you think that I think that it was wholeheartedly justifiable?
I think simply you have been very clear in the conversation, and I've watched what you said.
I think it's important to understand the historical context in which...
Or historical context into which Palestinian terrorists decided to rape and brutalize, murder, and kidnap women and children.
But
violent resistance.
There's no context for murdering hundreds of teenagers, is there?
I think that...
Targeting and murdering and raping hundreds of teenagers.
Yes, I think there is.
Yes, he thinks there is. Context is important.
I think that it's important to understand the context in which violent resistance has evolved, whether it be Hamas or whether it be any militancy.
There's time for nuance, and there's also time to say something is unequivocally evil, and something is unequivocally unjustifiable. But to actually fix this conflict and gain trust with people, you need to say that unequivocally. That no matter how bad it is, as a supernova, you need to trust people. Their mutilation and often their rape. And I don't know why you can't say that.
These aren't
Great question.
barbaric monsters. That they did, right? But that it is not coming out of a place of just antiquated anti-Semitic tendencies. Or
they literally state that they wish all the Jews in the world would move to Israel so that when they kill the Jews in Israel, they'd kill all the Jews in the world. You're going to tell me that that's not anti-Semitic? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we even doing? We need to whitewash terrorists that badly?
That they wanted to go out and like do mass rapes.
By invading from the Gaza Strip.
I know that it literally is in the Hamas target, and there will be a time where the trees and the rocks will shout and scream, "Hey, warrior of Islam, there is a Jew hiding behind me. Come and kill the Jew that is hiding behind me." And then the warrior of Islam will go behind the tree and the rock and kill the Jew that is hiding behind the tree and the rock. This is literally in the creed of Hamas. You're going to tell them, they're cool with Jews. They get along really well with Jews. Absolutely.
No. That is remarkable. The slogan of the Houthis who you so admire is death to the Jews.
I know, and I've been very critical of that as well.
Critical of the slogan. But I love the Houthis. This is what we're dealing with!
I don't know and this is the person that
you would critically engage and examine that, but you do not critically engage and examine with this individual. And instead,
because an IDF soldier in many circumstances is living in similar conditions to someone like myself. I treat someone in the Western world with like Nazi ambitions very differently.
No, I think this is interesting because it suggests that you don't have a moral universalism. When we talk about the murder of gay people en masse,
Bro's just getting murdered by these random fucking British kids.
When we talk about, for example, Tibet's oppression under China, or when we talk about diplomatic gay people.
By the way, he supports China conquering Tibet. That's another one of his takes.
Or what they do to Jewish hostages, you enter this ladder. And it strikes me that these...
Because, you want to know why? You want to know why?
It's because he supports terrorism.
Because Israel has killed significantly larger numbers of gay Palestinians than Hamas has.
God, I love the argument. The argument is so good every time. It's like, yeah, Hamas declared war with horrible things, but Israel fought back and won the war. So that makes Israel worse. Because if you look at the numbers, Israel should have totally let Hamas kill like 70,000 Jews so that then they can kill 70,000 Palestinians. All right, like, but since Hamas terrorists are ineffective retards, aside from being barbarians, they only killed like 1,500 Jews. Therefore, the Jews should only limit their killing of Palestinians. If you understand understand the level of retard we're dealing with? All these justifications, they're all lies. The numbers don't matter to him at all. He supports the death of every Jew in Israel, for example, because he supports the terrorist organization that chants from the river to the sea. They want to kill every Jew between the river and the sea, which is everyone in Israel. So, like, these are lies, all right? And they all do this. They all do this shit every single time. Every time, without fail. They're like demons from freedom. They use words to manipulate, trick you, and destroy you. That is why they use words. They use words that hopefully you'll care about or hurt them to rape you with them. Because he would support the death of all the Jews in Israel, absolutely. If it means the Palestinian resistance will be able to win and be able to go and take the land or whatever the fuck he believes in, so they can frolic in the fields and fucking waste prisoners, take sex slaves, whatever they do in Gaza today. But he doesn't care. He will use the number argument in order to validate his position. His position is he just wants terrorism, actually. All right, and that's what they all do. They all do the same thing. They all do the same thing. Oh, but Trump uses rhetoric against the media. Right, it's true. It's totally the same. Right. Just like the entire left is calling for the assassination of Donald Trump. Donald Trump does criticize the media. Both sides use violent rhetoric, and this is what we're dealing with. Right, and it's all of them, man.
Hey, douchebag!
Charlie Kirk was.
So this is at like some college campus. This is the dude, Alex Stein, who
Get
was
back on
interviewing some students.
Pretty conservative, right? But in the end, he leans left.
Charlie Kirk leans left at the end. Isn't that hilarious? Hilarious. Random college students. But these are the tolerant people. These are the better people. The people that think they have some sort of moral high ground.
Full comedy skill for you, so. Okay, Charlie Kirk was pretty conservative, right?
Te voy a asesinar!
You think that's funny? To make fun of a guy that was brutally assassinated and publicly executed? Like, what happened to you in your life?
You've like posted. Oh, sorry.
I know, but what happened to you? You think that's funny to watch a guy brutally get murdered?
Like, see, the thing is, he's actually shocked, but that's because he didn't get to Nux Nirvana yet. He didn't reach the zenith of understanding. He doesn't realize that leftists are all either evil or retarded. Because they just all support violence. They all do. They do not believe, fundamentally, in the commandment, thou shalt not murder. So they don't care about this at all.
You're just gonna make jokes about it? And listen, you have your freedom of speech. You should be able to say whatever you want, but you think that's funny? A guy, a father, just to get brutally murdered, and you think it's funny to just joke about that?
Do you think it's funny to just like harass people in public?
I'm not around.
First of all, great equivalence. Second of all, he's having conversations. And again, it's all of them, actually. Right, so the bombshell is from CBS News that the Southern Poverty Law Center was actually funding people to manufacture racism for its own purposes so that they can fight racism. All right, understand, the left isn't fighting an ideological battle here. They're fighting to win. They're fighting for power. This was a huge expose over the last week that this huge leftist organization was funneling millions of dollars to KKK leaders and white supremacists in order to create the radical white wing.
Oh, god damn it.
That they are fighting to take down. Elon Musk crashed out over that. The fact that I wasn't funded by the SPLC proves I'm not a Nazi. It's scarily true. The left, all of these assassination attempts are fake and staged. No way this would happen. Also the left, but Trump is a fascist. I wish they were real. Someone really needs to do it. And it's every time. It really is. Now, and I'm really glad some other people are picking up on what I'm saying. The more that right-wingers talk about the ballroom, the more it's going to seem staged to many people. Jumping from security to better in the lobby to Bill Trump scam bribe ballroom is just ridiculous. Staged. And the truth is, this is why I think the right is stupid. These people play into your delusions. Pac-Man doesn't think this is staged at all. He knows you do, though, and he will push the genie frenzy to serve his ends. And that's the truth, because leftists are like demons of freedom. No morals, no ethics. They cannot ground them in anything. They are quintessentially evil. Evil. Literally. Like, think about it. If good is defined as being as godly as you can, right, emulating God in your actions, then evil would be the opposite of that. It's the party of castrating children, the party of murdering babies. It's the party of stealing private property and redistributing it. It's the party of murder. It is an inherently evil philosophy. So if you're a leftist, you're either evil or you're retarded. And I know, I'm very strong with my opinions, and it turns some people off sometimes. But on this channel, I can only guarantee one thing, and that is honesty. I'm going to tell you my opinion, straight up. Now, to be clear, when I say that they're evil, I'm not calling for violence, I'm not calling for deaths, or anything like that. Obviously, we need to politically obliterate them. We also need to pray for them. We need to pray that they somehow find their way to God. Anyone could repent, but until they do, they're evil motherfuckers, and they want you to die. You might think this is radical. You'll see. You'll get to that point. There will be that breaking point. You'll be like, holy shit, the blue cartoon retard was right the entire time.
Shut the fuck up. I don't know if they said exactly that, but essentially. With that, they went on building. A job well done in their minds. Oh my god. And almost immediately after, Dharma killed Komarak and added the poor boy to his collection. And because of the police's terrible negligence, 4 more men died by Dharma's hands. Next up were 20-year-old Matt Turner, 23-year-old Jeremiah Weinberger, 24-year-old Oliver Lacey, and 25-year-old Joseph Bradyhoft. All of their bodies were dismembered, placed in acid, and their bones added to his growing collection. Thankfully, we all know how this story ended. Another victim managed to escape, and the cops showed up and arrested him. However, this victim...
Bro, the libtards are losing their stranglehold on our culture so fast, I can't even believe it. Olivia Rodrigo, she's a woman, I guess, speaks out on criticism for wearing baby doll dress during a podcast interview. Alright, so this was her in her little baby doll dress and stuff, and this is her addressing the backlash. She got a lot of backlash. I'll show you mine in a second.
The other things you've been a lightning rod over is like the baby doll dress.
That's been making me so upset. Not even for me, like,
What does it mean to you? What does
what's really like disturbing is I feel like I actually have worn outfits that are like maybe revealing on stage. Like I've been on stage.
Yeah, you're a hoe.
In like a sparkly bra.
Yeah, you're a hoe.
And like little shorts and like, which is my right. That's fun. I felt cool.
Yeah, you have the right to be a hoe, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we didn't get the women back at the pages yet. We're not there yet. Give us another Trump term, maybe we'll get there.
Full and comfortable in that. And like that wasn't inappropriate, but
that was. You're a hoe.
Being like fully covered up in a dress that people deemed to be like childlike was
It's literally a child dress.
Inappropriate, and I just think it just like shows how we just like really normalize pedophilia in.
We are normalizing pedophilia because you wore baby clothes and sexualize yourself. Like, are we understanding what you mean?
In our culture, and
bitch, you are normalizing pedophilia.
Also, it's just this like rhetoric that we're fed as girls since we're so little, just like don't wear that because then a man is going to sexualize your body and it's your fault.
True, base, absolutely, completely correct. You should not dress like a hoe because men are going to sexualize your body and it is your fault. Now, is that an excuse for men to rape you? Absolutely not. Duh. But it is totally your fault if you decide to dress like a hoe and the men are going to sexualize you. Of course, that's your fault. Obviously. It's not an excuse for a man to do anything wrong or to rape you or to sexually assault you. God forbid, that's obviously horrible. Not acceptable.
No, you know what? I could go through the back.
What are we talking about? That doesn't mean it's not your fault that men sexualize you. That's like a whore in public.
Like, it's so weird, and
We can get out of here.
I think that I looked sexy in that at all. I was like, this is so cool. I feel like
so cool that I'm dressed like a little baby.
I feel like Kathleen Hanna or Courtney Love, all these people who are my heroes, and I felt cool and comfortable in it. And like,
this is why people need better heroes. These will turn out like this.
I just think if we start dressing in a way that's like, oh, I don't want some freak to think that I like am sexy like a baby or like some crazy thing like that.
Why would anybody think of such a crazy thing? Anyway, this is her performance. Crawling around on all fours, showing her panties. Yeah, I can't believe people are going to sexualize a girl that dressed like a baby and showed her panties on stage while crawling around seductively. I can't believe a man would sexualize you for doing something like that. I can't believe men are normalizing pedophilia. But I'm so happy that culture is finally pushing back on the infinite hoification of society. All right, so here we have a man named Niara saying that if female, this is unfortunately a deluded man that thinks he's a woman, that says if being female requires you to produce large gametes, then you're not a biological woman. Women are more than reproductive roles, and feminists have been arguing that protecting trans women patriarchy is a rule. See, this is stupid, because patriarchy is an inherent part of life, because ultimately
The fuck is that guy? Just shows up, starts shooting at me.
to oblivion, by the way. It's always nice to see. coming out, and Lupita Nyong'o. For some reason, that's the name of a person in the United States, and she is a black woman that is going to be playing Helen of Troy, I think. And oh my God, she is an insufferable hypocrite, like honestly insane. And wonderfully, society is fucking done with it. Before getting too deep into the chaos, free cash was promised to me 3,000 years ago. One thing I recently added to my daily routine is using free cash for a few minutes here and there. If I'm gonna play games as a time sponge, I might as well make some money out of it. Free cash is a fun and easy way to earn real money by doing simple tasks while already on your phone. Play games, complete surveys, do simple tasks, and turn your bathroom break into an investment. I've been enjoying playing Call of the Dragons on free cash, a high payout strategy-based building game. You get instant payouts with a really easy process through PayPal, Amazon, or Visa. There's already over $250 million paid out to over 60 million users worldwide. It's a win-win. They get to test out their games and fill out their surveys, and you get paid. Use the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description to sign up and get a $10 bonus today. And they get every individual support the channel.
Today we're dealing with my least favorite kind of person, the overtly hypocritical sort that just can't admit when they're wrong. So I confess that when I saw the news about this Black Helen of Troy lady, I'm saying that wrong. I'm probably going to keep saying it wrong. I love butchering names. It's my favorite pastime. When I saw the news about her casting, I did feel a little bit sorry for her because similarly
Your first mistake, having empathy is okay.
to how I view the actor who is playing Black Slave, Hava Asiadu, I figured that this for her was the opportunity of a lifetime to play the role, and the person who is largely at fault here is actually Christopher Nolan. I was fully prepared to give this woman the benefit of the doubt, but
yeah, I'm glad one of us was. I'm way too cynical for this. I'm way too cynical to look at someone who hates me and my culture and my country and wants us destroyed and replaced and eliminated and turn our country into a shithole that's quite literally an agent of Satan that hates God and every one of our values. I'm not going to be like, you know what? I'm sure this person with the best intentions in mind. Actually, I'm just tired of that.
baby birds. I don't feel like that anymore. In the last week or so, there has been a lot of movement around the upcoming Christopher Nolan Odyssey film. The trailer has officially become the most disliked in Christopher Nolan's career. News articles have dropped left, right, and center with the cast finally weighing in, and that includes Lupita. I don't know why I can't wrap my brain around her last name. Nyong'o, Nyong'o. The woman slated to play Helen of Troy and Helen's sister, Extra. To be clear, for the 50th time,
if you turned the lights off, she would be invisible.
And these two women are not twins, so why we have one woman playing two sisters who are not twins? I don't know, but I am beginning to really dislike Christopher Nolan. You are overrated, buddy. Now, given that Helen of Troy is Greek and thus described as white and fair, this race-swapped casting decision has made people very upset, including the Greeks themselves. But if you are also like me and assumed that Lupita was just taking a great acting opportunity and she wasn't thinking about the fallout,
She's the lady that went out there and being like, man, we need better, more accurate
Look, since he's still here.
Bitch, Wakanda's not real. You want an accurate representation.
would be wrong. I would be
Got a car, you.
And now, after watching a boatload of this woman's interviews and also reading her interviews, I have decided that not only is she a giant jerk, but she's also a massive hypocrite. On May 21,
yeah, she's a socialist woman. Like, where have we seen this before?
In 2026, Elle magazine published an article headlined, Lupita Nyong'o is honored to be your Helen of Troy. Straight up, nothing about this article will give you that information. Lupita is entitled and it shows in everything she says, but that's a total aside. In this piece, Lupita explains how Nolan gave the cast authority to quote-unquote advocate for their characters when it comes to hair, makeup, wardrobe, and so on. So glad for the result of Lupita. Looks great. Nothing. But the two notable parts of this interview are when Lupita comments on Helen of Troy's beauty and the race-swapy stuff that it comes.
Oh!
Beauty. I want to know her character is. What is beyond beauty? What is beyond looks? That's the thing about doing such a well-known text, which has been studied and interpreted and derived from Helen of Troy's story.
Are you being what are we even talking about?
It is about the looks. That's the point. I get this new age desire where everybody wants everything to have depth, but beauty in this case is the point.
There's a dead guy in the back seat. Yeah, I didn't even notice that when I grabbed this car.
Critiques use of her as a Greek character are racist and emphasizes that the Odyssey is a mythological story after all. She said, "I'm very supportive of Chris's intention with it and the version of this story that he is telling. Our cast is representative of the world." Jeez Louise. It's quite something to be part of the Odyssey because it's so grand. It spans worlds.
It's like, it's such an obvious CIA-funded op. All right? Every time I see, like, a new movie come out with very obvious propaganda, it's like, yeah, okay, so how much did the CIA pay you to do this? Because the movie's gonna flop now. Right? If they would have just made different casting choices, this movie would have been a slam success. And they decided to make the worst casting choices of all time, with obvious propaganda as their motivation. It's like...
No, it doesn't. So that's why this cast is what it is. We're occupying the epic narrative of our time. That is crazy, because that's exactly what it's not. The cast is representative of the world.
And the dead guy's still in the back seat. I guess he's, I mean,
history,
not going anywhere, I guess.
mythology, and Greek people and their culture. If it's going to definitively represent anything, it should be Greece. You know, at all. Of course, as probably many of you can expect, this article really irritated a bunch of people, and they decided to then start digging into previous interviews. I love the silence. And well, you know, it turns out that Lupita only cares about accuracy.
Look out! Oh, my years of playing Tony Hawk.
Who could have seen this coming?
Not me.
It's actually super unfortunate, but one of the things that a lot of people see coming is cancer. But with the help of today's sponsor, Incogni,
You made me miss my turn.
is not on data broker websites.
I really don't want my identity to get stolen by someone. It's wild that we still look at these people trying to lecture us about morals in society when these are like the most dipshit, ditty party influencer people of all time. But like, these people suck. They suck as humans. And I'm they're random proverbs and morals at face value teaching me on my philosophy. Dude, this is an 85 IQ millionaire nepo baby who is given everything in her life, who is a living propaganda mouthpiece for the woke Jew running Hollywood. And it's insane that we need to live like this, with these people telling us about how we're supposed to live. Bitch, you're not important. You never were important, and you never will be important. You are one of the least important people, probably in America.
Discusses her role in Black Panther. Yes, you know the film, the one that is set in a made-up African country with a made-up language and made-up people. The one that people went insane over because it was a mostly black cast, and you know, those people told white people not to go see the movie opening weekend so they could have a pure black experience. Yeah, that film. I completely forgot until 5 minutes ago.
I also forgot they did that. It's like, man, we're really happy that we're making a film about black people now. We don't want white people to go watch
Come on, get up.
Black experience and take the movie. We get an unbelievably failed launch because we love black people so much.
That some black people and me white people were telling other white people not to go to the cinema that weekend because they were completely stuff up the black experience. Anyway, in the interview, Lupita comments on the misrepresentation of Africa that often takes place, suggesting it is a huge problem. She goes on to say that although the continent in Black
why do these people opinions matter? I have never understood this.
Panther is fictitious, it really was important for the cast to get the language right, the accent right, and represent the mythology.
What actually shows us is that there is a whole host of people who get the misrepresentation.
Read the words written by smarter people who are living, think it means nothing, and what are we doing listening? Like, how far have we fallen? And society has for some reason swapped up absolutely.
Look out, tourist. Damn it. It's probably going to be my last trip anyway.
Respect the continent. We want to.
I don't respect the continent because it sucks. Okay, it's never produced anything about it. Like, what do you want me to say? You want to respect the continent? Why? Why should I respect this continent?
reinvestigate the continent and re-represent the continent.
We have to reinvestigate and re-represent the continent. We have to figure out why the people in Zimbabwe that were living in shithole mud huts before colonialism and after colonialism, we have to figure out, we have to reinvestigate that.
No, oftentimes the African continent, when it's portrayed on...
No, we have to reinvestigate why the average IQ in Somalia is 67.
In cinema, it's very general, and we were all hell-bent on it not being general. So the fact that, you know, our fictitious African nation speaks their language, Xhosa, we needed to learn that language, we needed to, you know...
It's not a real language. We're talking about representation in Africa, and this didn't exist.
Get the accents in English and everything, though it's a fictitious nation, it is brought to life and derived from real African cultures. And hopefully, there is a celebration as a result, respect for these very wealthy, diverse cultures that often
I need to make sure that the orcs in Lord of the Rings manage to speak. I need all the actors playing the orcs to speak orcish clearly, because then how literally derived from Afghans. The orcs don't speak proper orcish. How could we respect Afghans? Like, bro, this is what I'm hearing right now.
get washed is one thing.
Wow, it almost sounds like religion and the culture from which that mythology is derived matters after all, doesn't it, Rekt? Guys, I know I shouldn't be surprised at all because it's every day is Groundhog Day, but I find it insane that she says all of these things with a straight face, and then here we are all these years later.
Hey.
None of this matters.
I love that people still take the words that these bitches use at face value. And these bitches, I refer to them because long ago. I'm not talking about Sydney Watson. Okay, she just hates white people. She just hates America. She hates white people. She's loyal to Africa. I love Africa. I like black people more than white people. And she's racist. So therefore,
Getting pretty explodey over there.
erase them from their stories. She likes black people and she wants them to look more awesome than they actually are or whatever. Whereas I like all people. I'm just that guy. I'm just that guy that likes all people in general, and I believe that everyone is made in the image of God. That doesn't mean we live in a false reality, making you believe that Africa's a paradise and that white people are bad. Dog, white people created the greatest civilization known to man. Western civilization, the greatest civilization. African civilization doesn't exist. There is no civilization.
That culture doesn't matter and the mythology doesn't matter, and being honest about these cultures and mythologies doesn't matter because it doesn't concern Africans. You can't make this stuff up.
I love how she's like, I can't believe she's a hypocrite. Bro, she just fucking hates you and wants you to die. That's where we're at.
If you take nothing else from this video, it should be this, because this is the funniest thing I'm including. She reportedly even dropped out of her role in the 2022 film The Woman King because it was failing to accurately portray marginalized African communities and their histories. This is like, I'm not even joking, this is the funniest thing that I think I've ever read. This movie told the story of the West African Ogoji tribe's all-female warrior regiment, which really did exist. Lupita was apparently originally so excited about being cast in this movie that she went on to make a mini documentary about the Ogoji tribe and the area that the tribe comes from. So she goes to visit, and here she's all excited because she's being told about the tribe, and she sees panthers and some swords crossed on a wall and some artwork that they did, and she immediately attributes it to the Black Panther and the made-up country that is Wakanda. I did.
No, that's not real. People aren't that fucking. Like, I know they're retarded, but they're not that retarded.
At the top of the mound is a crisscross of two swords forming a scissor shape, which for me reminded me of Wakanda Forever, which is so dope.
And we're listening to these people explaining morality to you. I'm kidding, I'm joking. But like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? This fucking crazy. That's insane. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing?
But unfortunately, after she learned that the tribe was in fact brutal, violent, and participated in slavery...
Obviously! They were African. They all had slaves. All of them. Who do you think sold the slaves to the Americans?
Hey, it's Paige Harris.
Who do you think sold them?
I work with Lester Crest. I basically run things over there.
Shut up!
Brutal than white people, by the way.
That this tribe was a beacon of enlightened feminism, like the women in Black Panther was long gone. I want you guys to understand this. She was attributing a real-life tribe, a real-life African tribe, to a made-up country from a freaking, what is it, Marvel movie? Is that what it is?
That's
and then
ridiculous.
she's disappointed when the real-life tribe is this feminist icon that she hoped that it would be like in the Black...
They were fucking savages. Like most tribes in Africa. What are we doing?
Panther made-up movie. Yeah, obviously. Black Panther is made up. You got to experience reality with
I can't
Isn't it
believe
unpleasant?
this is
Anyway, shortly after
I can't believe this is real.
she dropped out of the film, and a lot of people chalked it up to the fact that she didn't like what she saw when she went to Africa, and she didn't feel like the feminist
You want to hear a truth, Duke? This will break your minds. Do you know which country in the world black people are the most successful? Well, it's America. And it's not even close, actually. There is no close second.
telling of the story was accurate, and actually, to be fair to this woman, if that is why she dropped out, I think that's completely fair enough. That's perfectly fine and respectful. But it's also really funny if she dropped out because she was angry that I don't know, that it wasn't representing African communities correctly. You want them to represent slavery better? I don't understand. This will just never not be funny to me. Digging on that,
but she went to some fucking crazy and it was slavers, brutal cannibal slavers. And they saw paintings and panthers and swords. And she's like, oh my god, they must have gotten this from Wakanda. And then she goes out there and then she canvases and does little fucking gay little retarded I don't care about your values. You're retarded.
Very quickly that all she cares about is race. And she is one of these big proponents of forced representation.
That's why it's not hypocrisy. She's just a racist. Is that
actual DEI initiatives and insertion.
White goes back and she wins, and she doesn't like when white people win. No, that's not hypocrisy. That's racist.
Putting herself into places where she probably doesn't belong. Ironically, after winning an Oscar for her role in 12 Years a Slave, she got mad being asked to play other slave roles because they were carrying on a stereotype, and I quote, expected of people from her continent.
They were the slaves! Man, I'm really mad that when they remade the Prince of Egypt, they made the Jews the slaves of the Egyptians. That was pretty anti-Semitic. What are we doing, man? This is crazy.
What does this mean? That Africans sold other Africans?
So these guys are reminding us constantly, they're reminding us constantly about slavery, but they don't want to be depicted as slaves in fiction. Like, what are we even doing?
Into slavery? They still do that. This isn't a stereotype. You literally went to Africa and learned about Africans selling other Africans into slavery.
Literally.
It's times like this.
Today.
I wish I drank alcohol. Anyway, in one roundtable discussion from 2019, Lupita commented that she supports the forced representation in Hollywood and herself is pushing for equitable diversity to become the norm, not a fad or a trend.
I am a black woman. And so...
Because she could be identifying as a white woman, probably.
This industry, this time, this Me Too time, this Times of Time is about allowing...
It's a roundtable of people who are complete fucking retards that read words written by smarter people. Not advertising around this table, gotta be somewhere around. I'm being real here. Like, these are people whose opinions mean nothing.
For more equitable representation. And I am benefiting from the efforts of a lot of other women who come before me, other black women who have had it a lot harder. For me, there is this time where there's a concerted effort to consider diversity and inclusion. What I really want is for it to not be a fad, not be a trend, where right now it's really dope and cool and on trend to work with women and underrepresented groups. But I think the moment of maturity in the industry is when it is just the moment.
Ironically, again, in another interview she did many years ago, she said that she thinks that lighter skin tones are rewarded. I find this sort of hilarious, albeit depressing, because the only reason that Lupita got her role in The Odyssey is because she's black. In a very direct way, she is the result of the DEI initiative that she has been advocating for, which means two things. Number one, she doesn't see an issue with anything that's happening here. And number two, she got exactly what she wanted. In yet another interview from 2017, I guess just prior to Black Panther being released, Lupita said that her mandate on this earth is to expand everyone's understanding of African identity. She added, I want
But she makes up African. She thinks that the fucking savage slaver tribe is based off Wakanda, okay? Hello? She makes it up. She doesn't actually want people to believe in understand African identity. She wants to invent African identity and wants people to believe in the fiction that she created. That's what she wants. None of these people believe in reality. None of these people believe anything actually real. It's just a giant psyop. They keep feeling bad about herself. So now she feels pushed it down your throat.
of all walks of life and all places, not just Africans. But by default, whatever woman I play will be black, and in doing so, it will be expanding our understanding of what that experience is, because it's not a singular experience.
What are we even talking about? Any role I play will be black, and therefore the culture will be known better. The culture will be known because every role I play will always be one that is black. Bro, control. So if you get a white person to wear blackface, does that expand black culture too? Is that like a thing?
Yes. It turned out that not every role you're going to be playing is that of a black woman. You're now playing a Greek woman from Greek mythology. It does make me wonder if this changes things for Lupita, if she's going to make an attempt to understand the European.
Because she's actually incredibly consistent. She is super hyper consistent throughout. See,
Oh shit.
Patterns are fun and cool. And when you recognize patterns, it makes society just so much funner and cooler.
Projects that need
Once you
outsourcing.
start recognizing the fact that the pattern here is she just hates white people. Once you recognize that pattern, you're like, wow, maybe she isn't a hypocrite at all. Maybe it's not hypocrisy that she's like, I really like when black people win and I really don't like when white people win. Maybe that's not hypocrisy. Maybe she's just racist.
Way of life.
That's like saying, I like that America has nuclear weapons, but I don't want Iran to get nuclear weapons. It's not a hypocrisy. I just like when the good guys win and I don't like when bad guys win.
To understand what it's like to be a white person and our collective experience, I need to calm down. I'm getting really mad.
She thinks, unironically, she has psyoped herself into believing that Africa was nirvana and it was beautiful and it was Wakanda from Black Panther. All right, actual utopia. And then the whites came and ruined it all and took the slaves. I bet you that's what she believes history is. For some reason we have to deal with that. For some reason now we have to deal with that.
Mentioned this in other videos, but sometimes when things happen on the internet that concerns a specific celebrity or e-person or whoever, I look into that person to cover the story or to give more details about that individual, and I just come to find out that they're not that bad, or actually they're a completely fine, normal person, and they just happen to find themselves in a bit of hot water over something dumb that they did or said. Lupita, last name I can't pronounce, from everything I have seen and read and heard, absolutely sucks. I know I shouldn't really be surprised because in the opposite direction it's actually more shocking when Hollywood turns out a person who is not a complete d-bag. That's a real departure from the norm. But I think in this case, it is completely infuriating to observe this woman be such an open hypocrite and also have these insane mistakes. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, upon reflection, I realized that someone like Papa Theodore probably accepted his wholly inappropriate role as Severus Snape, not because he's got some weird desire to participate in forced representation, but because he thinks he had the chance of a lifetime. And honestly, he seems like a good guy, even if I probably would wildly disagree with some of his political stances. Lupita.
I'll take. I love that Snape is black. It's gonna be awesome. I'm just saying, it's gonna be awesome. You realize the first, like, 2 Harry Potter books, you had Harry Potter sitting there in potions class, and Snape would just be like, Mr. Potter. And then Harry would, like, just look at him and be like, I'm looking at him and I know he's up to something. I didn't actually see him do anything wrong, but I know he's bad. He must be a bad guy. Mr. Voldemort is bad. I got my dad. Get out of it. It's just gonna be the one black character. It's gonna be so good. You guys are just haters. It's gonna be awesome. Right, listen, I like comedy, okay? Like, you realize that Harry Potter's dad bullies him in high school, like, lynches him. He literally hangs him on a tree. It's gonna be sick, dude. Alright, I'm being a little hyperbolic, but I'm gonna enjoy it.
On the other hand, is always needing to make a point. Everything she does.
Looking at Snape and Ron will say, hey, Harry, what's bothering you about Harry? And Harry's gonna say, Ron, something niggles me about him. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are just haters.
Is to advance Africans and African representation, despite the fact, by the way, guys, that she spent the majority of her life in the United States, but that's a cool aside. Her objectives are to advance DEI, which she has admitted she thinks is a good thing. What's wild as well is that in discussing her time in Kenya, because she did spend time in Kenya as a child, because her family is Kenyan, she said that when she would switch on the television, she never saw anyone on the TV who was as dark as her, and that is a problem. No shot.
No shot. She's not only just attacking white people, she's attacking lighter-toned black people too. Bro, that's awesome.
The black representation you see in a black
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
I think that people like Lupita are the main problem with modern television and entertainment. It's never enough for her, and she's basically admitted that. It isn't enough to see black people on television because they're not dark enough for her liking. Unless she's seeing herself reflected back 100% in whoever's...
My guy, this is so good. She's just completely insufferable. Man, I couldn't see this.
On the screen, she's not happy. Her life goal, in her own words, is to advance the initiatives of the African continent. And it's very important to her to have the mythology.
She also has to make up what the actual African continent is all about.
Of different countries in Africa represented, to have the cultures and traditions represented, but none of that extends to Europe and European culture and European history.
I can't imagine sucking at something so bad you have to cheat.
Her purview of caring. So it's fine to trash European cultures and mythologies because she doesn't care about it and she doesn't advocate for it.
Yeah, it's not hypocrisy. She just hates white people. Yeah.
But you better believe that she's gonna fight tooth and nail for made-up African cultures to be properly represented. I hate it here. In my opinion, from everything I can see, this woman is everything wrong with modern Hollywood. And
Yeah. no arguments here. But I personally love it. The pushback is so ubiquitous. Everyone's on top of it. The culture is ours. It is ours, and we're not giving it back.
My heart's gonna burst. Son of a bitch.
So this debate has been going giga viral. Everyone is talking about it. All right, so this guy, Brian Shapiro, is like a libtard. And this is Rachel Wilson, wife of Andrew Wilson, who I didn't realize was like a debater person. But she's an anti-feminist, and apparently she obliterates this guy. I've been seeing clips everywhere. This dude was on the timeline. It was honestly some embarrassing stuff. So let's lock in. Let's see what it's all about.
We finally have it. Rachel Wilson debated Brian Shapiro. This is very bad. It's also really bad.
They say the number one reason why women don't want to bring children into the world is something called the economy, Rachel. Now let's talk a little bit.
People right now in today's society are richer than any people have ever been since the dawn of human history, and it's not the economy. We did a study where we asked a bunch of students in freaking, live-hard college, and they said it's the economy.
What about the economy? Hold on.
Rachel is easily able to counter this.
Obviously.
Do you know how long the birth rate has been below replacement levels? Any idea?
Sorry, you asked me a question.
Yes. During the prosperity of the early 90s,
What I-
when we had one of the best economies we've had, why was the birth rate below replacement?
Sure. So I think
Oh my God! They are laughing at it! Hey! Because there's no response! Because it's nothing to do with the economy! Because it's been below replacement level even when the economy was great! Right? So it's such a joke.
I don't know what's so funny.
The lack of self-awareness is
that's amazing, bro.
Seems to have no idea how bad this looks.
I think you saying that you were funny. And to talk about how people prefer to use that word.
But I'm like,
Technically, I identify as a retard. I blame the slur.
use that word. To me, the most fun exchange is when they start talking about the word retarded.
To say that
What does that have to do with feminism, bro?
because you don't believe in what you believe, that people are retarded.
It's just moral outrage.
Okay.
Got him. Got him.
Good. So let me be very clear, okay?
And Brian is using the word himself while claiming it is wrong to use.
Well, technically, he is a retard, but he's playing the slurs like a black guy saying the N-word.
The hypocrisy here is comical.
To call people retarded because they don't believe in the religion that you believe in, or they don't believe in God, is so beyond absurd and
Is this a debate about feminism? What is this moral? Look at the veins popping out of his neck. His face is red as fuck. Oh, this is embarrassing.
It in
It's
nature.
retarded?
It's ridiculous.
Is that what you're saying?
It's ridiculous. No, I think you are.
Got him.
So what I was going to say, just be quiet. Make Andrew a sandwich and be quiet.
I hate that.
Oh!
Oh my God. He's literally obliterating his own argument every time he opens his mouth.
Oblivious to why they're laughing.
20 million. Andrew, do you have a cigarette? Because I need one right now. So listen.
I know it's got to be there getting his mother by a housewife.
So he claims to be fighting misogyny. But when you look at these clips, many people on the left would proclaim that that's misogynistic.
No, actually that's not true because the left only believes in their value system in regards to how they are treated. They actually don't have a value system. So therefore they actually don't care. Right? You can say retarded if you're calling it to a Trump supporter. You can be misogynistic if you're against an anti-feminist. All right? Their systems don't actually hold water in a broad spectrum because they have no absolute morals. Right? Their morals are wavy and they get blown around in the wind and they mean nothing actually. None of this actually means anything to these people at all. Literally at They don't care. They have no value. All right, so just understand, the left doesn't care if he treats her badly. Because the left actually, like, they claim that they're pro-women and anti-rape, and they'll import infinite rapists from the third world. Well, I guess they're not anti-rape. Correct, actually. They're all about getting power and destroying the patriarchal power system of the actual country. So they wanted to destroy that, so all of a sudden they became anti-rape. All right, not that they actually are anti-rape. Understand, this is basically how the entire left operates. It's word games and manipulation because they have no moral foundation in anything they say.
Make a sandwich. Be quiet.
You're mocking me for making arguments, and yet you want to insult everybody that disagrees with you?
I didn't hear any arguments from this guy. I mean, maybe he did, and it was cut out of this debate, which was like an hour and a half long debate, I think. But,
Let me be very clear. I support. Wait, hold on. Okay, at some point you will.
This is why, you know, rather than contending with the logic, you try to claim that your argument makes you a bad person. Essentially, just how dare you?
that's right. It's just infinite moral outrage, zero logic, tough behavior.
When you try to put female law enforcement officers on the streets and on the border, it doesn't work out very well. We need men and we rely on them to protect persons and property.
That's just an objective fact.
Therefore, that's the task.
Let's talk about COVID for a moment.
Take this cut seriously? It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Female leaders.
Yeah, let's.
Some did the thing. Said it is a little.
Yeah, because there's nothing you can say that men are stronger than women.
Freaking way! Okay, sure.
He's got to use bonds. That's the funny part.
Moral outrage. What? You're laughing at the distress of people?
I back to feminism.
This is that modality I was describing. It's how dare you? How dare you is not an argument.
Why are you laughing?
We're debating feminism, and
You
you're
think it's
bringing up.
funny?
I think it has nothing to do with feminism.
Okay, well,
Get in the fucking car!
Make him a sandwich again.
Are you mad?
Oh,
This is bad, dude. Oh my god.
against misogyny. I guess
I
it's
feel like he's normally around like leftoids and he's been bursting to let this shit out. Like, he's been bursting to be a little bit misogynistic. And how he finally has someone that he can dish out on.
okay when he does it.
The only point that I was trying to make was that women that were in positions during that time during COVID saved lives, and they did a better job than men.
They had tyrannical fucking doctrine because women in power always believe in absolute authority from the state, and they lock shit down super tight and squash people's freedoms. Because that's normally what happens when women take power. You know, when queens were ruling wars, when kings were rulers, it's just an objective fact. Objective. They saved lives. Again, it's the entire way we calculate a joke for different reasons, which is not part of this discussion. But yes, it's because women rulers are draconian.
The women did a better job. What are you basing that on? What are you comparing it to? How do you know?
Female run places versus male run places, and I believe that because women were much more draconian over COVID. You know, they would lock shit down immediately.
What job the men would have done?
You still see students going around with masks because they're afraid of getting the COVID today.
Is that what you
What does that have to do with it? Got him! Got him!
Look at his mind. He just thinks, yeah, I've got her right where I want her.
That might be. Oh yeah, you want to be a third world country? Unironically embarrassed.
doing specific things? I don't want to look like Afghanistan. You are.
I didn't say that.
Oh my fucking god, dude. It's either radical feminism or it's Afghanistan, Sharia law.
You are pushing a narrative.
So it's either progressive liberal enlightenment or it's Afghanistan.
I bet he just falls for it.
You spent all the time talking about Trump and COVID and all kinds of
Well, yeah, because I gave you examples of women in government that I thought did a good job. Actually, I did. They saved lives, and obviously you don't care about that.
There's another example. Obviously, you don't care about saving lives.
That's right.
Did you say in your book that Miley Cyrus, Cardi B, Katy Perry, Beyonce, because they stick their tongue out, they're invoking some Hindu goddess?
Holy shit, I have to read this book.
Hate men?
And then he just takes a sharp right turn
Ah, gotcha. Here's an old quote of yours.
into Hindu gods or something, and women sticking their tongues out. I don't know.
I didn't say that.
In your book, you were talking about invoking the Hindu goddess because they stick their tongue out.
Did you read the book?
That must mean I want to kill men too. I
Did
don't
you
know.
read the book? Because you said you weren't.
I read excerpts of the book. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
ChatGPT.
Sure.
But that's not what I said.
Now we take a left turn.
That's awkward.
To the Bible. Why? Well, let's see.
You believe in the Bible, right? And God killed 2.4 million people in the Bible.
What does this have to do with feminism? Like, what is even going on?
That's impressive.
I believe in Orthodox Christianity, and I'm not going to get into a Bible
Of
debate
course
with
you're
you
not.
because
No, of course
it's
you're not.
beyond the scope of this.
So we only got a couple minutes
Show
left
me
here.
do you have an argument? Tell me how feminism has improved the lives of women and children when I just opened with all these statistics proving that
I'll
we
use
are
your argument
we are
because I want to
worse
move
off.
on to one other thing, but I'll just use the argument that you used 20 minutes ago. It's retarded.
And he still has not made any
This is honestly humiliating. Like, I don't know how this guy could ever possibly show his face in public ever again.
arguments. Now Rachel has brought
Dude, this might have been one of the most embarrassing debate performances I've ever seen in my entire life.
statistics, logical points, historical facts, and when presented with these, this is how Brian responds.
So there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of okay. So hold on. There's a lot of problems in
So
this
he
country.
agrees
I think we all know. Okay. There's a
You
lot of.
didn't answer the
There's a lot.
question.
I'm finished. Hold on. We have 3 minutes left here. I'm talking about your ideology and the reason why. I think you've made it very clear to everybody what your ideology is. I think it's very clear what you think women should be doing. Listen. As I've said.
Having families with good men who protect them and take care of them, yes, I think that's great.
And what if
Are
a
you
woman?
against
And
that?
what? Absolutely not.
And this is where things kind of go the rails.
This guy stands for nothing.
I'm sure he thinks this is a winning
He's
strategy.
just moral outrage and woke talking points. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
But it backfires.
But there are women out there, 30s, 40s, that haven't found the right man.
Well, is it that they haven't found the right man, or is it that they've been through about 50 men and haven't wanted to
awkward.
Talk about yourself like that, Rachel.
I've been with a handful, like less than 5, so.
Don't go down this road, Brian. This
What is with the personal attacks, dude? Like, this is embarrassing.
is a mistake.
No, I'm
Without
talking about-
feminism, you would not have been allowed to break up with those men,
I
right?
didn't.
Would you agree with that? You weren't married?
I was, but I
Okay.
didn't initiate
100 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to
I
divorce
didn't.
them, right?
I didn't divorce them. I was abandoned by an abusive person.
Oh my god, dude. Oh. How did he not do the research before making that claim? Oh my god. That is embarrassing. That's worse than embarrassing. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Okay, so 100 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to.
Yes.
She wouldn't have been able to get abandoned 100 years ago? This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. This is unbelievable. This guy has like a radio show, this Brian dude. He's like on these tours. Like, are we serious?
You wouldn't have been able to be abandoned.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You would have. I just told you that in the year 1900, 55,700 divorces were granted to women who were in abusive marriages. So yes, I would have. And by the way, one more thing.
Disagree.
I would be able to
I disagree with the fact.
here without feminism. This is a very stupid, silly rebuttal. Yes.
not stupid
Mary
at all.
Wollstonecraft, yes, the anti-suffragists were having public debates against suffragists in 1848.
True.
You dumbass.
Those were women.
We're now reaching the end, and still Brian has not made any arguments that I can observe.
He is
That's pretty bad, bro. That's pretty bad. All right, I actually want to watch their official closing statements here. All right, here we go. Rachel Wilson versus Brian Shapiro. We're going to watch their official closing argument. All right, here we go.
Hey, KJ.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. I do a lot of shows that are way far to the right. I'm happy to do them, regardless.
He's so brave.
I'm going to talk about something else very
No one tried to kill him.
and it's an emotional.
Closing arguments for a professional debate on feminism. Bro says it's an emotional
For this debate.
debate. Right? No arguments. Okay. What the fuck? I didn't know that. Oh my god. Back. I just did a quick Google search. I had no idea about this. That's crazy. Holy shit. Why is it bringing this up at the end of the debate about feminism? I'm literally lost for words. What an unbelievable tragedy. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Awful. And unfortunately, we had something like that in common.
Oh my God.
I am truly sorry that happened. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. When I was 12 years old, my whole family got into a very serious car accident. I lost my mother. It's the reason why my sister passed away a few years ago.
So the bro's literally crying. The bro's literally standing here crying, doing like this emotional appeal in the closing argument. It's the most disgusting way I've ever seen in my life. I'm literally in shock. I've never seen anything like this before.
Her injuries.
This isn't a sermon, bro.
How precious life is. What does this have to do with family?
Great question.
Life is beautiful. And again, I say again, I'm sorry. And the reason why I talk
What
about
is even happening?
Business isn't exactly booming, you know.
Okay, sure.
Oh my! This isn't an argument. This isn't an argument.
You guys that you can't be in the workplace or a lawyer or a stay-at-home.
I don't think he even understands what logic or debate actually means. I just don't. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Kids,
Yeah, you.
Great.
Get in.
I don't want to
Quick.
tell you what to do. When I was
You ready?
14 years old, my dad.
All right.
introduced me to
Come on,
radio
driver.
hosts,
Let's
Howard
go.
Stern And Don Imus. I didn't really like
so
Don
this
Imus.
opportunity.
I said, Dad, I want to be like that.
This is like some
his name is
emotional
Faye.
diatribe. All right,
He's a banker,
I'm just
the
fucking
banker.
speeding it up.
Every dollar of this fucking town, it goes through him. He's my guy. He's El Rubio's guy. Anybody who's in charge of anybody, their guy. And here he is now.
This has nothing to do with feminism, by the way.
He asked for you personally. I'm surprised it took so long. Now listen, just let me do the
It's like a
talking,
nothing
okay?
argument because like
We've
you
had
have a
enough
lot of people
conversation,
that
it's
make
all,
really
well,
bad
you
decisions
know.
because of the indoctrination that they've had in bad systems, and then they end up fucking up their
Only
entire
here for
life.
24 hours.
And actually,
If they're
having a
serious about
father,
this, they'll
father
show me
figure
the property.
explain to them
How many
right and
times can
wrong
they have
at a
it
young
if they think
age,
they
explaining to them what
By
is
the
and what
way,
is a good
don't
thing,
mention
and this
his
is not an
fucking
argument.
shoes.
Because
Okay.
I work hard. It has nothing to do with my gender.
Knock,
Because
knock.
we all have tragedies in life.
I didn't think he was a woman.
Here he is. Hello, how are you, Mr. Faber?
I am well. Patricia, Miguel, they are.
Oh, fine, fine.
I've heard your name from a number of my clients. You've made some of them a lot of money, directly and indirectly. To others, you're just, well, a blot on their accounts.
But I own it. And
Martin has told you
so,
about me?
Thank you all for being here. 5 seconds.
Well,
Thank you all for
fundamentally,
being here. Thank you.
I offer
James.
financial
Thank you everybody
services.
for,
It's all very
coming out.
technical.
I appreciate
Cheers.
it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I love having good debates, and I appreciate all you guys
Most
being here. Thank you very much.
financiers help their clients to minimize tax. I help mine pay just enough to keep the accountants away. Very important if you wish to enjoy all this. Exactly. A financial network such as mine requires a number of businesses who are willing to collaborate. I am offering you an opportunity to be such a partner. My people, your people, it will be mutually beneficial. Mr. DeAngelis here has compiled a portfolio of suitable possibilities, just to begin with.
Yes, there are a couple we could start with.
I think perhaps the details can wait until I am out of earshot. Ralph is one of my most trusted consultants. He will ensure that everything is running smoothly. And should anything stop running, well, I am certain you will tell me.
We got
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
We got
Oh,
appeals
that's
to
it?
your
That's
virtue
it?
Gentlemen, come on.
emotions.
Let's
And
go.
what we
Great.
got from Brian
All right.
against feminism.
True, he's a cuck.
Goodbye, Ralph.
Step kid.
Weak men who can't control themselves, who have violent
Gracias,
outbursts,
gracias.
will insult you,
You know,
will
Ralph,
be angry
you
and
should meet my
combative,
son
and then
again.
try
He could
at
show
the
you
end of
around.
the debate
We already met.
to bring up your
Bahamas
dead
2 years
child,
ago.
and not
Dale.
even let you
Yes,
get
sir.
through a debate in a professional manner, addressing
Businesses you
topics
want
at
invested.
hand.
These
Oh
are legitimate
my
enterprises,
God.
low
And
profile,
bringing up
cash
your dead
intensive.
son, who
I found hands-on a car wash in Strawberry. You want to start there. Meanwhile, I'll run some background checks on a couple of others, potentially very lucrative if you decide to purchase them. Just run them, show them some love, you know? Just keep that cash flow moving. We need a steady, legit revenue stream. Then, I get a tap on the shoulder from Mr. Faber, we mix in some cash assets off the books, and money laundering. Say it how it is, Mr. Matrazzo. I respect that. I do. Old school. Boom. Anyway, if you choose to go forward, I'll fix what needs to be fixed. You get what I'm saying? I'll take care of the books, you take care of the problems. Mr. Faber says he wants you to be the boss, so hey, you're the boss.
Got that?
Like this. Don't be this emotionally impotent.
Okay, looks like we're here.
Just going all over on a tangent, unable to control your thoughts, unable to control your emotions.
Hey, just one more thing, you know, between us girls. You mentioned my boss's name, Danny.
Oh my God, she is killing it.
We both end up like his last guy in LS.
Be
Dead.
the kind of person
Obviously.
who can actually
Think it
handle getting
over,
up
huh?
here and having an argument,
To be young and
making an
scared.
argument,
Good
sticking
luck.
to the topic,
Vámonos.
controlling yourself, and the fact
Yes,
that
sir.
I, a housewife from the Midwest with no college degrees, no professional training, am better able than him to do that, just shows you this is the kind of men that feminism has produced, and this is why society is all messed up.
Oh my God, bro! She murdered him. She murdered him. She murdered him. She fucking killed him. Oh my God. People told me this was crazy. I didn't think it was this crazy. Holy shit. This was easily the greatest woman-on-woman debate I have ever seen.
Why is it not letting me?
All right, I'll see you in the next one. That was fucking insane. I can't believe that what I learned today over the course of this. I'm shocked that she went through something like that, and the fact that her opponent tried to use it as some sort of emotional gaslight at the end. It's evil shit, all right? And this is the leftist tolerant left. They care about women so
Hey,
much.
I've been looking around the car wash, and man, it's got strong
baffling and
potential.
Shocking shit. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I promise you guys, I said I would do it.
Well, this is it, your humble car wash. Dirty money comes in, clean money comes out. Now, obviously, we should wash the occasional car, you know? We need a little clean money to balance the books, but more importantly, we need a lot of dirty money. Just put up this laptop to see what jobs we got waiting. Also, if you want to be in Mr. Favor's good graces, you want to solve problems in the network before he even knows about them. Work for this big clients, keep things running smooth. Well, listen, I know you're very busy, very important, so if it's something small, you can just call me, all right? That's safe side catching, huh? You want some liquidity? It's right here for you.
She's crashing out and she's drunk at noon on the
Everything
golf
all right?
course? Damn, bitch. Damn, bitch. Oh my.
About it, man. Because clearly you don't want to be here, I'm okay with that.
Honey,
don't.
do you see how it would be her if I don't want to be here?
I don't know you. I don't even know why you're here. So that's where we are.
This is about a respecting.
Are you a member here, ma'am? As I told you guys, it's the moment that I hear somebody making a comment about respect, this is somebody that probably needs to be institutionalized. It's like one of those triggers that, like, the moment, it's like a, you know, like monkey brain, you know?
I'm gonna
You gotta
show you.
appear dominant.
I just want to know if you're a member. They're trying to figure out if you're a member or not.
Okay, well that's the thing. So they.
Are you or not?
Like, I'm about to call my mother and father, and like
You're gonna call your mom? You're like 40.
You're both. Everybody's disrespecting of me, and like that's the thing.
Okay, well, right now I'm gonna ask you for your identification.
That's
Okay.
fine, but you know what? I'm gonna show you. I want a refund for my.
Go ahead and show me your ID.
You know what?
I'm not.
You can go off.
I'm not.
So, this money is stashed inside the car courtesy of our guys overseas. Very cool, very smart. We just have to find the container or shipped it, and I'll send you a pic. But there's one tiny little catch with the driver out the government. So if I were you, I'd approach this nice simple pickup with an open mind.
No, I'm sorry. Now you're sorry. I bet you are. I bet you are. Yeah, see?
Ma'am, listen, stop fighting. Stop fighting.
Now she's sorry. Yeah.
Stop. Ma'am, listen, you are resisting arrest. Stop.
Okay, can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Stop.
Got it. There it is. There it is. Got one. Okay. Is this fine with you guys? Yeah. Oh, now you're on the ground.
Oh man. Did you gonna start crying?
I'm not laughing. My fingers in it. Hold on.
Is this funny to us?
Got it.
Man.
Is this funny to us?
Is it funny? Yes. Yes! Yes, it's funny! What do you mean? Of course it's funny.
You alright? Yeah, absolutely.
Are you alright? Oh, absolutely. I'm fine.
So, what could have been a simple conversation just turned into you being handcuffed.
Man.
Stand up.
Tiana.
Yep. You want to open his door?
Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, so.
Throw her in there.
Put your foot down and stop kicking me. Put your foot down and stop kicking me.
Alright. Can I move anything? You got it.
Oh, dude.
Relax. Okay. Have a seat in there.
Now you're going in the box.
Have a seat back. Ma'am, listen, back up in there.
They're gonna have to pull her back.
Go backwards. Go backwards. Keep pulling back.
Wait, what? He snuck up on her.
Relax.
Got him. Fucking got him. Oh man.
Did you say what I thought you said?
She was on the course, she was screwed up.
Can I get your name real quick and everything?
Yeah, I'm Lieutenant PG.
Oh, sweet. Okay. You have your ID?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the lieutenant. Oh man, you fucked up big time. That's the lieutenant.
So what?
Yeah.
What did you see when she was out there?
When she was out there, we were on another hole, and she said, "You saw this to somebody else about
yeah.
Yeah. Then we left her, went around, and then the other group that we were with was on the same green, putting it. She drove across.
Just stand by, sir.
Drove across the green. They were putting.
Once the car gets more contact, his name's Sal. Now you can trust him. He's gonna strip in, get us some cash, and keep the parts.
God damn. Oh, the loot.
Go ahead and issue a trespass.
It's like whenever you hit a treasure goblin.
Hey, Rick, you gonna be trespassing this
Fuck. Fuckity fuck. Come on, boy. Come on. God damn. Shit.
Brittany with the I or Brittany with the Y?
Who are you talking to? Man.
She is trespassing. She comes back and call us. And she'll go to jail. Thank you very much. All right. Yes, ma'am. You're under arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you're going to have separate
Fuck out of here.
God damn, that was close.
That's why.
Well, I don't know. She told you you were under arrest and they decided you think they're
Yeah, we don't know why you're under arrest. You're just under arrest. That's why. How about that?
That's not true.
Okay.
I think it's not no computer. But why does somebody have my property?
Yes, ma'am.
But you know what? I need my property.
did already get the wheel.
So, nobody even told me what I was being arrested for.
You're being arrested for probably 1 misdemeanor and 1 felony.
She didn't have shit to say about that.
I'm gonna jump out of the car and I'm gonna be a motherfucker.
Who is shooting at me?
The door's locked, yeah.
If you try and get out of the vehicle, I'll charge you with escape too.
You're charging me with what?
Escape.
Oh, well, is that why somebody wanted to make sure they got my property?
What?
Oh, can we all go to my parents' house? I would love to. Can we please go to my parents' house? Because it's right here.
Oh my
Can we
God.
please, like, I don't want, like, can we please, like,
Ma'am, listen up real quick, alright? Okay. Okay. Alright. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer.
I couldn't wish for anything.
Present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, won't be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any question or any statements. Do you understand the use of these rights that I've just read to you? That I've explained to you that you understand? Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk?
What is she, fucking retarded? Oh my God.
Move your foot back.
I would like
move your foot back.
talk to my family or...
Ma'am, move your foot back.
Okay. Move your face. I don't want to. You already got mulch in it. Move. All right.
I don't want to go to jail. Okay. Okay.
Is there like a...
LGT with some urgent business.
Yeah.
Someone's about to rat out our powder factory to the narcs. Take him out and clean up the evidence.
No, you can call him at the jail.
Pink
Dude,
Cage
this guy
Motel.
does not give a fuck. Oh my God. He's like, yeah.
You can rent a room by the hour.
Are we gonna go?
No, you're gonna be going in a van.
What do you mean?
It's a conveyance van.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Well, or can we just not go?
What? Can we just not go? Can we just not go to jail? Can we just not go to jail?
Can we just not go?
Oh, I can't believe I made it through that. That was goddamn amazing.
That's what your friend said.
No.
That's what your friend said.
You're about to rack up another charge for bribing a law enforcement officer.
Oh my God. I wish they were all like this, by the way.
I didn't say that. Your friend said that. I saw him do the little money sign. I would never do that.
The money sign?
I can't take you home.
Are my parents with me?
Yeah, your parents are gonna pick up. You got it, good.
Yep. I'm so sorry. I will call you.
Alright, come on.
Not sorry enough.
Let's go!
Oh, you're going into animal kennel.
Officer on the
Oh,
ground!
yes. This is for, yeah, these are for like horses, like a moose, like a wolf, right? Like, yeah, you're going into kennel. That's great. The paddy wagon, yeah. There you go. Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. They got air holes on it.
Come on!
You're going in the special box. You're in the special box. Oh my God.
Where are you guys? Hey. Where are we going to the store? Well, I need some ID.
Bernie, stop.
Well, can I
Hey, listen, don't get another charge. Okay, just relax. Just relax. Brittany, yes, we have your stuff. We're gonna give it to you.
Fuckity fuck fuck.
Brittany, stop. Listen, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Excuse me. Can you take me to my house? Does anyone have stop it?
Boom! Head down the strip.
I love how they're just treating her like a annoying animal. Like,
Right into the sunlight.
putting up with
Yes,
this even
awesome.
slightly. Just like some annoying, belligerent animal. Love to see it. I know it's beautiful.
I want my stuff.
Okay, we're gonna eat.
Okay, so, but you know what? I think you have me confused with somebody else. Can I talk to him? Can I talk to this guy? Can I talk to this man? Excuse me, sir. I want to talk to this man right here.
Okay.
I want to talk to this man.
I'm not going in there. How many times has somebody said, I'm not going in there, and then they end up not going in there? Every single time, they're always going into the box.
You gotta.
Brittany, listen, he'll talk to you once you get in there.
Listen, there's two people. I want to talk to
Go in there.
Go in the box.
No, go in
in the box.
No, there's no conversation.
Get in the box.
Where's my...
All your stuff is going with you to the jail.
Okay, but that lady was, you know, this is a confusion.
Brittany, stop.
You know what?
Stop, Brittany.
You know what? Like,
Oh, they're doing her legs too. Oh my god, this dude is already.
okay. You know, why is he, you know what? I want to talk to him.
Okay, he'll talk to you once you go up in there.
Gonna buy the supplies.
You said you're not gonna, like...
Go in there, Brittany.
I'm surprised they got her in there. Slam. Shouldn't have fucked around. Should not have fucked around. Drugs or Brad, okay? Yeah, I guess so, right? Like, I don't understand how...
Leon?
Like,
Okay.
I don't understand
It's a
how
boat
these
truck.
people can
Products
do
loaded
this
and
and
waiting.
not have any
They'll
self-awareness
pay more
that
for it
they're
if you
just
get it to them
fucking
quick,
up
so
their own
get
life.
on over to the dock.
Like, you're going around doing it. And my favorite part is how fast it was.
I'm gonna show you, I want a refund for my...
Go ahead and show me right there.
You know what?
I'm not...
You can go off.
I'm not...
You can...
No, you're done. It's all.
You're done. All right. Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just felt like it.
It's too late to apologize. Classic. Literally asking for a refund, Pete Karen. I know. Even after she was annoying, she don't remember she's blackout drunk. That's okay. It's fine. And isn't that a song? Yep, it's a great song. I was in high school when that came out. And yep, there you go. Why does she rank from the Karen to Hag scale? So she's still a Karen, but probably just looking at her and considering that she's a heavy drinker, she will evolve into a swamp hag within 5 to 10 years. I think that there's no world where in 15 years from now she's not a swamp hag. Like this is a very, very soon to be swamp hag, right? It is. It's a late stage Karen. Yes, exactly. This is like a Karen at full maturity that hasn't quite evolved into the swamp hag, right? She doesn't die from liver failure. Most people, I mean, she's skinny. It should be fine. I mean, dude, I love this. It is so fucking funny.
I'm gonna show you.
I just want to know if you're a member. They're trying to figure out if you're a member or not.
Okay, well, that's the thing.
They're
So
trying
they don't even, like, I'm about to call my mother and father, and like, you're both, everybody's disrespecting of me, and like, that's the thing.
Okay, well, right now I'm going to ask you for your identification,
That's
okay?
fine, but you know what, I'm gonna show you, I want a refund for my,
Go ahead and show me your ID.
you know what,
I'm not...
you can go off.
I'm not...
You
Nope.
can-
No, you're done. You're done.
You could see, by the way, right whenever this happened, The black lady, the other police officer. See, he was being normal. He was like, okay, yeah, right.
I have no idea how I made it through that,
It starts.
but definitely a shortcut.
Immediately. Just, all right, got it. Yep, we understand. Okay, got it. We understand now. Check. He's a wine drinker? I guess so. I don't know. And you can pinpoint the exact moment. Yeah, she immediately knew what was going on, right? She knew what was going to happen. We've heard enough. No, bitch. No, bitch.
All right. Boom. Pink.
Man. Watch her facial expressions. Okay. This seems like it's about normal.
I think it's E. No, I just gotta hit him. All right. Cool. Hey, what's up? I'm just delivering some cocaine.
She didn't even change her expression. She was just like, well.
Seas are pretty calm.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those. Okay. We're gonna get it. Jesus Christ, man. And that's it. And she's stone cold, another freak taken off the street. I know. And they put her in the van too. That's what was really crazy about it. I mean, who goes and puts somebody like that in the van? It's really fucking
I just bought the car wash, so I started doing the money laundering quests.
I think it's really good to see that, man. It's great. When demanding a lawyer doesn't go as planned.
Oh man, I'm down to about $1 million. I bought a penthouse at the casino so I could do the casino missions, and I just bought the car wash. But I'm about to get a $250,000 for wait, $500,000 for this one. I think. I don't remember if I did the $250,000 or $500,000. Well, 400 grand. I think I did the 400 grand.
Okay, they're trespassing you from here, okay? If you don't leave, you're going to be taken to jail. Does that make sense? Okay. So what about the lead part is confusing?
Whoa, I didn't see them rocks there for a second.
Give me a drop first. You're impeding traffic.
By impeding traffic, this becomes a traffic stop.
I love this guy. Literally no nonsense, no bullshit, not putting up with it for 3 seconds.
Forgetting the documentation, the officer would direct the woman to a nearby parking space.
I like them when their drummer had 2 arms.
Instead of listening, though, she just rolled up her window.
Hello? Roll down the window! Hey, so if she keeps doing this and I can't finish the traffic stop, I'll take them for resistance. We'll do that.
In 1 minute and, bro, this guy is fast.
Hey, so you're about to go to jail for resisting, you understand? You're welcome.
I like Van Halen more than I like Def Leppard.
And then immediately, okay, there it is.
And Van Halen back when he had when they had David Lee Roth in it, like the original Van Halen.
This is the exact kind of hog that's on Twitter, like gassing up the other hogs on Twitter. This is, you know what I mean? Like, this is exactly what it is.
If your license is valid or not. I just get turned on your license. You know? What's the new address? You know what your address Okay.
These people are so detached from reality. They are so insanely and completely detached from reality. It's almost shocking to watch them interact with the real world. That's insane. How is this real? Because the thing is that these people, they're mental children. That's the reason why. They're complete mental children.
The officer would go back and run the woman's information, but while he was doing that...
Stay in the car! Stay in the car!
No, I don't. I don't like Kiss.
She thought she was just gonna walk away?
Yeah, I was the group of people that made fun of the Kiss fans. I mean, I do give them props for marketing. I mean, they marketed their band, you know, their gimmick and everything. You got to give them respect for that, because they did it better than anyone else. But their music sucks, man.
You think they're gonna bring you your coffee? You didn't even get.
Okay, let go.
I mean, as far as salesmen, man, nobody did it better than them. But their music is it's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
Dude, this is like I can't think of anything that's better. This fat pig is sitting in the Dunkin' Donuts because they won't give her coffee. And then the police officer tries to get her to leave. She won't leave. They threaten her. She drives away. She's playing rap music, rapping along with it. Tries to run away from the police officer.
If I'm still awake, I might switch to that.
Immediately, now she's getting hogged.
The reason I'm playing this because earlier today people were requesting that I played it.
Oh my god. Yeah, get the extra large one.
Pick the top and go to jail.
I was thinking of starting a 7 Days to Die map where I build my base in downtown. That sounds like it'd be a fucking really hard challenge, man. Why am I stopping?
Unfortunately, it's not.
You're gonna what? You're gonna hurt all of us?
Why would you say this? Why would you...
Whoa! Didn't see that rock.
Why would you do this? Like, you're so stupid. You're now, it's like now, oh my god.
Touching.
That's touching.
Like emotionally, or... Kind of, I don't think you're really able to right now.
I don't think you're able to.
You're gonna hurt all of us. You're gonna hurt all of us.
No, y'all ain't able to see it. Here, I'll move it up.
I believe it.
She's trying to Dark Souls her way out of it.
You're gonna hurt all of us.
You gotta beef up your machine gun skills, man. And go to your workbench to see if you can build the assault rifle. The assault rifle's way better than the AK. Get an assault rifle. Yeah, you get one of the, they just call it the assault rifle. It's above the AK. You need that with the drum clip. The fucking muzzle thing. I forgot what it's called. The muzzle, the suppressor.
I love this. Why are you mad? Yeah, do you have your meds?
And there's something else you need for it. And it beefs the shit out of it, dude. It's...
While EMS checked the woman, the officer would assess her mental state.
Also, if you could build a good crossbow and start building the explosive bolts.
That's right, bitch.
Those explosive bolts
That's right.
it still takes like 3 or 4 of them to kill the dire wolf, but the explosion fucking like ragdolls them, kind of keeps them off of you.
So you do know okay.
As the officers got ready to transport the woman to jail, she started to complain of a medical issue, so they took her to the hospital instead. Once they got there, though, she became disrespectful with the staff, refusing evaluation and saying she was fine.
I'll be playing 7 Days to Die in the morning, I know that.
Oh my god.
To escort her back outside, she actively
You saw how upset she got whenever they asked her if she needed medication.
and saying she was fine. When the officer tried to escort her back outside, she actively resisted.
I like the steel club with the burning shaft mod.
He ended up having to put her in a shoulder lock to get her
And the weighted mod.
Get it in there. Get it in there. Come on. She's trying.
Yep. It's on recording. I know.
What are you gonna put on OnlyFans? Get the fuck out of here.
Get me so right now.
Oh, okay. You know what this reminds me of? The way that they're talking about it. This is
That was pretty cool.
Like a veterinary assistant. Whenever it's like, yeah, we've got a little bit of an aggressive cat here. Okay, so Fluffy doesn't like being touched. It's nervous? Oh, this is like a veterinarian, bro.
Run around. Try to fight me and nurse and... Well, that's not too charging.
She was charged with resisting without violence, trespassing, battery on a Leo, and battery on a correctional officer. She'd plead no contest to the charges and be sentenced to 24 months of probation.
Likewise.
She was also ordered to stay away from that Dunkin' location.
Oh, okay. I was gonna think that, they should have put her in jail. But her not being able to go to Dunkin' Donuts, that's probably even worse than jail. Never mind. Yep. Okay. And, wow, over a top, bro, imagine getting put on probation for 2 years.
I like explosive arrows and explosive bolts for crowd control.
That's it. That's literally all you had to do.
But I'm kind of more of a ranger than a melee fighter anyway.
Imagine getting handcuffed in Elmo shorts. I know. And she's like, did you ever imagine that today was going to be the day that you would have to kick her?
Okay, let's have you on if you want to do that. Okay, so, what hurt?
Did you know today was going to be the day that you killed someone?
What a retarded bitch. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. One more. Spoil right. What a... The roll... I want to get the rolling away part again. You're going to get that.
You're going to hurt all of us. Hey.
Yeah, I'm always like World of Warcraft. I like the hunter. The hunter is my favorite character. I'm a ranged fighter. Dude, I play Skyrim. Fucking a bow and arrow. That's the first thing I'm looking for, man.
Is this flying up? Oh, God.
Cryptocurrency received, so I guess we have a sale. Transferring now. Long John over.
How much should I get for it? It's not gonna tell me, huh? I kind of feel like stealing this guy's little boat. Dude, have you tried the summer edition Red Bull, the Sadachi lime? pretty fucking good, man. Especially if you like lime flavor.
Alright, and this is what every one of these modern girl bosses have done. Sacrifice
Hey, you got hands on? Yes, come see the place.
The what? The men in your chat?
Just puts his helmet on. He's like mid-conversation. I'm out.
Alright.
So good.
Yeah. The reaction is insane. Activism over
What's up past this dude? I know that.
Nothing radicalizes a woman like having a husband or children. They will radicalize the shit out of you. The streamer actually responded to this clip. And I think this is awesome. And I'm including this for transparency sake. So scared of facing my content pop up here. Taking my content without any credit. It makes me so sick. Well, that I don't actually give a fuck.
Most of my perks I invest mostly in the stuff for resource gathering. The first things I do is the pack mule so I can carry shit and I don't get over encumbered. And then usually weapon proficiency, depending on what weapons I feel like using.
Every woman reacts to this game and is just a puddle of feels.
But if you go into the perks, the strength perks, I think it's called Batter Up for the club. Dude, that's what you need to do, man. And I think, I'm not 100% sure it works with the stun baton, but it works with clubs. And dude, you fuck shit up, dude. You're like Sauron at the beginning of Lord of the Rings, dude. You're like dudes flying.
Like actually holding back years. It's crazy. Alright, so Reddit are now removing posts and banning people from subreddit for praising the game. Alright, because obviously it doesn't fit into the ecosystem of you must be a miserable leftoid lonely loser for life. Alright, so this is what Reddit is doing to crack down. The game was 2 days ago.
I usually go pistol and machine gun. Sometimes I'll go rifle. But the machine gun that's mostly for the Blood Moon. And then the pistol it's a nice small weapon that you could use in close combat for doing quests and shit. But as far as melee weapons, a club is good to have, man. I always have it. I've been trying to favor the spear. The spear does do damage, but it's even with the perks, it's not good enough, man. The club is much better than the spear, I think. See, now you got me talking about it, and I kind of want to switch over to it now.
Having children is awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of work, true. It's awesome, and it is the light in your life. It truly is. And all these miserable fatherless e-girl boys and retards that are alone are trying to convince you it's not the case, and they feel a little better about themselves. Right? Just look at the reactions. Everyone has been reacting. The V-Goobers.
How's that? I want to do my part. I know I can help. Hug her.
How long have I been playing, streaming this? 2 hours? Alright, I'm gonna put my bike up, and I'm gonna switch over to 7 Days to Die.
Wait, my audio.
Just absolutely wrecking every single one of these these people that plays it. Do you have a BB-8? I can't do it anymore. Yeah, like bro, it's crazy. This is just like activating the neurons on all the voids. Bro, you are getting birth max soon.
My daughter is so capable. I'm so proud of you, Diana!
Bro. And it's just shredding these people. Yeah, it's honestly, and Hassan Piker is against it, obviously. Decades of anti-natalist propaganda vaporized. It's honestly pretty insane stuff. It really is. And it just speaks to the core of the human experience, which obviously leftists hate because they hate the human experience. Which is why they're so desperately trying to do everything in their power to hate it and replace your culture with some other culture. And the funniest thing is, I think most propaganda gets vaporized easily. Just the moment you engage with anything that's actually real life. You'll have someone that's incredibly pro-trans rights, and then they get raped in a girl's bathroom by a dude with a dick that identifies as a she. Everyone's pro-gay people adopting babies.
What is this, a
until
month ago?
All of a sudden, the baby's asking for...
I was kind of 28 minutes ago.
No, I feel so demoralized as a liberal right now. The bad guys are winning and shoving it in our faces. Republicans keep gerrymandering, and we just don't do anything about it. If things don't change, Republicans will have control forever. Now, this is, of course, a reference to the fact that breaking, the Missouri Supreme Court has upheld the state's new 7 Republican, 1 Democrat congressional map, allowing it to go into effect for the 2026 midterms. Another seat lost by the Democrats. No! I hate when you play by the rules that we created and all of a sudden you're winning. No! I hate when that happens. No, I feel so demoralized as a liberal right now. The bad guys are winning and shoving it in our faces. If things don't change, Republicans will have control forever. No, anything but that. Bro, these people are getting humiliated. So just understand what's going on in California. All right, just understand how much they hate you.
One thing that I think we're going to try to do with your support is tax 100%. Anyone from California that receives any of those funds, we want to tax 100% of those proceeds. And that's an action the state of California can take. It's an action we look forward to taking.
First of all, it's not. Second of all, this is basically saying, oh, you want to fund the January 6 people that were thrown in a dungeon for years without a fair trial? Well, we're just going to tax them all the money that they would ever make. Yeah, we actually just don't like them as a human being, so therefore we're just going to tax them 100% of their money. Yeah, that's just what we're going to do now, actually. You can't find common ground with something like this. These people are just demonstrably evil. Now, Scott Bessent destroyed Gavin Newsom.
Governor Gavin Newsom has floated this idea of a 100% state tax on Californians.
What is this? I fucking reloaded the same game.
City, it's a public toilet at this point.
I don't want to walk to my car and go, oops, I stepped in human feces.
Actually, I'm not angry about LA. There's traffic, but it's been like that forever.
I am not angry about LA.
Yeah.
No, we can't actually fix anything. We just have to wallow forever in eternal muck.
What is Mayor Bass doing to solve these problems?
I ain't heard nothing. No change. Nothing.
Still smell like I haven't seen none.
I wonder sometimes.
Who were you voting for?
Bass.
Right. Nothing that Bass has done, but you're going to vote for her.
I'm not even
That's right.
voting. Does it matter? It really doesn't matter. Spencer Pratt. We're going to have a Pratt Daddy summer, I'll tell you that.
He actually tells us the truth. He tells you the real hard truth of what's going on.
Karen Bass.
What is Karen Bass's greatest accomplishment?
Removing the homeless.
Yeah, she did a great job.
I believe so. Do you agree?
No.
Absolutely not.
Bro, it's worse than ever.
It's been a year and a half since the Palisades fire, and practically nothing has been rebuilt. If this was a year and a half ago, I would be in someone's house right now. Did Karen Bass do a good job handling the Palisade fires?
Absolutely not. She wasn't even here.
She could have done a better job of throwing a ball from here to China.
She didn't do a great job.
So just so we're counting, can't name an accomplishment of Karen Bass, didn't do a good job in the fires, but she's still your girl.
She's still my girl.
Bro, we are literally dealing with professional retards.
Nithya Raman.
Never heard of her.
She says she has the solution to stopping wildfires, stopping backyard barbecues.
I'm African American, I'm whole black. We gonna barbecue regardless.
Yeah! That's America! That's crazy.
Now you can't do that.
Enough said.
Pratt says he just wants you to go get a matcha without having to step on human poop. Is that how low the bar is here in LA?
I have thrown away 3 pairs of shoes before stepping actual human feces.
You do have to watch your step. These people that want to vote for Karen Bass or ramen noodles, you want to step in poop?
That's all of us.
He says nobody is fixing LA's problems.
It's
Is he
just
right?
so
I didn't see
bad.
that to get fixed.
He's right.
I look at Spencer Pratt, I see myself. I see somebody who has directly been affected by the leadership.
You can't solve everything overnight.
She's been mayor for 4 years.
Okay, touche. You got me on that one.
Karen Bass says said by 2026 there'll be
I
zero
can't believe that
homelessness.
there's people that even say Karen
Does
Bass.
this look like zero homelessness? How's the homeless situation here?
Bad. The other day I saw a naked man.
It's everywhere. I mean, go down the street
Wow,
here, you'll see
W,
a crackhead
let's
running.
go.
It's now a druggy situation.
W, let's go.
10 different homeless people around the corner.
Karen Bass said by 2026 there'd be zero homelessness in LA.
Karen Bass lied her ass off.
Maybe December 31st, 2026.
She's a basshole.
Think about it. There is great significance to the passage of time.
Here in LA,
Bro.
if you need to throw something away, look no further than to the ground.
That is bad.
Migrant here in California just got a free government-funded boob job. Has the government ever given you anything for free?
Trauma.
You know what? I want to check something out right quick.
Where's mine at? Do I have
We're just
to
gonna
be
go with
homeless
city
and then
right
get
now.
anything? I might approve of that one because I want to look at some hot people.
Doesn't mean we have to like you.
By the way, before I let you go, should Gavin Newsom run for president?
Hell no.
Triple hell no. Who the f is Gavin Newsom?
You think Kamala bombed? Listen.
Ain't he losing his memory? He's old.
Gavin's about 40-something years old.
So I got him
He's
confused
old.
with that other fool that was running for president.
Bro, it's so fucking bad. Like, these people are actually retarded.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden.
Oh my god, you confused Gavin Newsom with Joe Biden. Dude, these are the dumbest. Like, why do these people vote? They should not have the right to vote.
Go.
What do you want to tell Jesse Waters? You're on his show on Fox.
Oh boy.
Do you know who I am? Here's Johnny.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it's so bad, dude. It's just so bad. Now, Elon Musk shared this. California passes law making it a crime to report a crime. This is because they're passing the Stop Nick Shirley Act. All right, now, just understand the level of destruction going on. Gavin Newsom's father-in-law fled California. You can't make this up. This is levels of victory that I don't think, again, I've never expected to see this in my lifetime. So Ron DeSantis, the greatest governor in the country, by far, governor of Florida, the GOAT. All right, so Ron DeSantis goes on Fox News to talk about a little bit of the leftward shift of the leftoids.
I'm doing a fundraiser down in Southwest Florida. People are introducing themselves, and a very nice gentleman was talking about making the decision to leave California, loving Florida, thanking me for how the state's run, pausing, and then saying, "Hey, I'm Gavin Newsom's father-in-law, by the way." And the erupted. They thought that was.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You're the governor of California. Your father-in-law flees to Florida to thank the governor of Florida for being good. Can you even imagine? This is the most humiliating thing I've ever seen.
But you see California is driving people away still, and just in the last 6...
Even the father-in-law of the governor fled California. Can't make it up.
6 or 9 months.
Can't make it
I mean,
up.
the people that have left California for Florida, I mean, some really, really big names because they don't like the way California's governed. And, you know, that's just the way it goes. My whole life until recently, people aspired to go to California because it's such a beautiful state naturally, and they've hemorrhaged business, they've hemorrhaged population, and they've hemorrhaged wealth. And that's just a result of the bad policies.
Yeah, because they're
California
retarded.
didn't all of a sudden lose its coastline or lose all the great things
Yeah,
it
it's 'cause
had.
they're retarded.
It just got inflicted with leftist ideology.
And by the way, Mark Zuckerberg, co-founders of Google, 2 of them.
Yeah, they all left California. Why would you be in California, bro? It's brutal. So, this guy, Spencer Pratt, guy running for mayor in LA, hopefully he's gonna win his elections in like 4 days. If you live in LA, you have to fucking vote for this guy, okay? You have to. All right.
Wait,
so
let me run to the
basically, they're
bathroom
trying to
while
get
this
him
is
on everything.
happening.
Did you even get any celebrity endorsements?
You have celebrities that are now coming out in support of you, but they will deny it, won't they? Leo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx?
You know, what I've learned is I actually don't want celebrities to come out and endorse me. I don't want anybody to endorse me except for the moms and the animal lovers in LA. That's my
right.
entire
That's
vote.
the
Is that, you know,
the best answer you can imagine.
so I'm cool if no celebrity ever endorses me. I actually love when the celebrities attack me because then I'm like, oh,
That
I am
helps.
doing so well.
But I mean, DiCaprio, did it happen?
It did. That was, you know,
Yeah.
I love Titanic. It was a great movie.
Yeah, damn, bro. So he is killing it everywhere. Now, Spencer Pratt surges in LA mayor race with record fundraising. The former The Hill star launched his long shot campaign in January, focusing on public safety, homelessness, animal welfare, and luring back businesses and residents fleeing crime and fires. From April 19th to May 16th, Pratt raised $2.72 million, nearly 10 times Mayor Karen Bass's and over 6 times Nithya Raman's, the far leftist. Pushing his total to past $3.26 million. On Fox News, he won cheers by rejecting Hollywood endorsements. While polls show him at 22 to 24% behind Bass's 26 and Raman's 25 ahead of the June 2 primary. But he's going to win, man. He's going to do it. We're going to get a Republican mayor of Los Angeles. It's happening. It is actually happening. I can't believe it's happening. So the Democrats are trying to get like this guy as like this cool Texas guy to get the Senate in Texas fired up, ready to go. Posts the gayest image in the history of the world of this guy. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff in general. Now, just to understand what we're dealing with here, this guy is running for Senate, by the way. He doesn't call women women. He calls them neighbors with uteruses.
Every one of our neighbors with a uterus became the property of the state. One of our neighbors with a uterus to be able to control their own body. One of our neighbors with a uterus. One of our neighbors with a uterus.
And that's just how he refers to women. You know, he doesn't want to offend the they-thems. All right, so just understand, the gayest man of all time running for Texas Senate, Stephen Miller says the Democrats made history in Texas by nominating their first transgender Senate candidate. The Democrats' official account responded with, "Shut up, you ugly fuck." Again, that's the party of solidarity. Shut up, you ugly fuck. Got him. Got him, bro. Got him. Got him. This tweet was brought to you by an organization currently $18 million in debt, you know. But you understand exactly why they hate Stephen Miller so much.
The Democrat Party does not fight for, care about, or represent American citizens. It is an entity devoted exclusively to the defense of hardened criminals, gangbangers, and illegal alien terrorists. The Democrat Party is not a political party. It is a domestic extremist organization.
So yeah, so we understand why they hate
Yeah, I didn't think so.
and they don't really
I was hoping there would be more cities, but
so, you know, they're just going to, like, insult them. The party of tolerance and love, right? Just understand what the party of tolerance and love has been doing. There is an issue, when it comes to teen takeovers. Teen takeovers are a bunch of teens just basically blowing shit up in public, attacking people, lighting things on fire. It's a bunch of teens. They go and they do it together. They're black
Youth. Youth.
Anyway, so Mayor Johnson had this to say. Before getting too deep into the chaos, free cash was promised to me 3,000 years ago. One thing I recently added to my daily routine is using free cash for a few minutes here and there. If I'm going to play games as a time sponge, I might as well make some money out of it. Free cash is a fun and easy way to earn real money by doing simple tasks while already on your phone. Play games, complete surveys, do simple tasks, and turn your bathroom break into an investment. I've been enjoying playing Call to Dragons on Free Cash, a high payout strategy-based building game. You get instant payouts with a really easy process through PayPal, Amazon, or Visa. There's already over $250 million paid out to over 60 million users worldwide. It's a win-win. They get someone to test out their games and fill out their surveys, and you get paid. Use the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description to sign up and get a $10 bonus today. Now, back to the chaos. Every individual sign up literally supports the channel. So if you could click the link in the description and do the thing, that would be very appreciated.
We prevent the vast majority of these from ever taking place. You know,
now they happen all the time, by the way.
There's an effort in city council to hold these social media apparatuses accountable. I believe that we should.
How you doing, buddy?
Let's not punish the criminals. Let's punish the social media apparatuses that the criminals use to communicate with each other. That's it. That's my anarcho-fascist government that I like so much. Don't punish the criminals. Let them rape society, turn society to complete anarchy. But we're going to be absolute fascists to the law-abiding citizens that don't like living among the shit.
That, and I'm going to continue to work with Alderman Hall around that. It's why we're actually taxing these big tech companies for the role that they have played in harming the mental health and well-being of our young people.
That's right. So a bunch of young black teenagers get together. They basically shoot a bunch of people, and they light shit on fire, and they loot stores and teen takeovers. The mayor goes, and he's like, we are going to tax tech companies for affecting the mental health of the people. Teen takeovers, and it's, yeah. Yeah. What do you want me to say? It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Like, no one likes to acknowledge the fact that facts are real, but facts are real. What do you want me to say? Now, Democrats are cutting ties with the scandal-plagued Graham Plantner, warned of a civil war in the party. That's the guy with the Nazi tattoo that Hassan Piker has been endorsing. But it's just looking so bad for them right now. It really, really is. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this so immensely is because we, the actual law-abiding citizens that are working our asses off, building
Taking a long time to configure my splat maps.
We are the ones that, according to the Democratic Party, needs to be the ones held accountable to the absolute degeneracy and debauchery at the literal dregs of society. All right, the people that are committing crimes, that are blowing shit up, that are getting attacked. There was just a protester that was flattened by his semi-truck today. All right, like, and now they're rioting because this protester was flattened by a semi-truck. We don't need to live like this. We don't need to live like this. But they do want us to. Just understand, because I think it's super important to recognize exactly what the enemy is doing in society. And I hope my videos get to radicalize a few people. And they get to share the videos with a few more people and radicalize a few more. Because this generation needs to wake the fuck up before it's too late. Understand what's going on here. The anarchy at the bottom rung of society and the fascists at the top. That is how the left operates worldwide. Never forget.
When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
You are the unvaccinated. You are the problem. It is the unvaccinated who are the problem, period, end of story.
The only people that you can blame, this isn't shaming, this is the truth. Maybe they should be shamed, are the unvaccinated.
It's time to start blaming the unvaccinated.
This is just talking about COVID vaccine. This isn't talking about measles, okay?
Folks, not the regular folks.
Anyone you came into contact with will blame you, as will the rest of us who have done the right thing by getting vaccinated.
Because frankly, we know that we can't trust the unvaccinated.
I think it's time to get our moral house in order, Anderson. It's the unvaccinated who are the threat.
All of us vaccinated folks are going to start wearing masks to protect the unvaccinated folks. It's called a Christian value.
You're basically punishing the vaccinated for the...
Man, I just love when the godless communists quote biblical values, don't you? Isn't that awesome? Don't you love when that happens?
The sins of the unvaccinated.
People are not behaving honorably. The unvaccinated are basically saying, well, it's open season for me. I can do whatever I want as well.
And then it turns out, by the way, just reminding you in case you forgot, 1 in 16,000 people actually got myocarditis, heart diseases from the vaccine. How many thousands of people was that? I know my cousin. My cousin is a nurse, and she actually got myocarditis from the COVID vaccine. All right, so like she had to get the vaccine right away because she was literally a nurse. She had to get the vaccine to work in the hospital and help people, and she got myocarditis and almost died. So like that's one example. I personally know more than one person who actually had real side effects from the COVID vaccine, which they said had no side effects. All right, just reminding you. And while people were like, wait a second, maybe we shouldn't do this, people are like getting sick from the COVID vaccine and stuff, it was an onslaught at the top tier of society. An onslaught calling you the problem and saying they wish you died.
The unvaccinated are basically beating their breasts, running around the country saying, we don't care, we're living free, and so forth.
We have the right to my body, my choice? Hello? What are we doing here? They have no principles, none. Never forget. You can never forget what they did to us. Never forget who they are.
We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin.
The unvaccinated, a group that includes children and people acting like children. And the rest of us are starting to get pissed off.
The vaccinated...
Are you sad that guy lost his show?
They'd feel the unvaccinated are making me upset or angry.
This is not about freedom or personal choice.
Well, my freedom...
Why not? Why is it not about personal choice? I don't understand. But you think that your personal choice is okay when you murder a baby, a separate human being with different DNA than yourself in your uterus? You murder this baby? But that's okay, that's your choice? But not to get injected with a thing that was barely tested, where they lied about the side effects? That, all of a sudden, suddenly, that is not my choice?
Is being kind of disturbed here. No. Screw your freedom.
The other day, Howard Stern weighed in with a much different approach. Take a look.
When are we going to stop putting up with the idiots in this country and just say it's mandatory to get vaccinated?
When are we going to stop putting up with the idiots and remove their freedom? Let's just do it. I love how they're just like, and then they call you a fascist, right? so that they could justify killing you. Now, one of the reasons why I want to talk about this now is, A, to obviously highlight the hypocrisy that they're screaming about fascism, this and that. Also, to prove to you that their allegiance is with the criminals and the scum that is raping our country, going around out there lighting shit on fire or whatever, and arresting the social media companies because they have bad mental health. But more importantly, because I couldn't criticize them then. I could not make the video I'm making now in 2020. I couldn't do it. I would literally go to jail. Like, bro, you don't understand how bad it was. They would ban everyone that would even say anything like this.
Their freedom.
But you're treading on our freedom and you're making other people sick and really you're killing other people.
The anti-vaxxers, they seem to have a thing for death and home remedies.
The anti-maskers turned anti-vaxxers are not just putting their own lives at risk. If that was the issue, we should just say that we can watch them compete to win place or show in the Darwin Awards.
We have to start doing things for the greater good of society, and not for idiots who think that they can do their own research.
Don't get me started on the lunatics who won't take any of the COVID vaccines.
Life is too short for masks. Life is way too short to be ignorant of the promise of something that is helping people worldwide.
Maybe you're doing it because you're disconnected or disorganized. Maybe you have some sympathetic psychological reasons. But maybe you're just being antisocial.
Oh, you can't shame them. You can't call them stupid. You can't call them silly. Yes, they are.
Those who are not vaccinated will end up paying the price.
The unvaccinated should be taxed. They should pay more for health care.
That's right. If you don't get a vaccine, you should pay more for health care. Pay more money to the people that literally monetize the pandemic, right?
Start looking at the choice to remain unvaccinated the same.
I think you should tax fat people also. What do you think? I think if you're fat, you should pay more taxes because you're a strain, literally. You're more of a strain on the entire healthcare system if you're fat. I think fat people should pay more taxes.
As we look at driving while intoxicated.
We're going to see, and I've said, almost two types of America.
Dr. Fauci said that if hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. And that choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack, yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo, rest in peace, Wheezy.
Pointing back
there it is, the tolerant left.
To the unvaccinated who are really creating a problem in this country. Every death that we are seeing from COVID could have been prevented.
Everyone.
Literally, the only people dying are the unvaccinated. And for those of you spreading misinformation, shame on you. Shame on you. I don't know how some of you sleep at night.
Yep. That's right. Shame on you. Proceeds to turn around and abort his baby and castrate his son. This is the society that the left is doing their absolute best to create. Anarchy at the bottom, keep us all occupied, and absolute authority on top. They overplayed their fucking hand, and we're taking our country back.
Boop, 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 boop.
So I woke up this morning to a sound of commotion outside of my window, and I looked out the window and I realized that there were people setting up what was, I think, a fake encampment, like a homeless encampment outside of my house. Multiple people gathered there filming it to make up, shooting something with cameras and things like that outside of my house.
Yeah.
I think to make a political video that would talk about how I don't want this at all, but how I'm that this is somebody who wants encampments on our streets, that she lets encampments be there, even though really my entire work on city council has been how do I actually address homelessness effectively, and how do we make this, how do we end street homelessness in LA, and how can I demonstrate that we can do it in my district, and I have demonstrated it.
Yeah.
But the opposite.
You have cleared encampments more than the previous
Yeah,
occupants.
so much more. But they want to make a political point about, the way in which I talk about policies on this issue, and so I'm sure that they were filming something that was going to be now, again, a video outside of my house where this is happening. So I just was, I have two little kids.
Yeah.
They didn't see it, luckily, this morning, but, I feel badly that that I'm even subjecting them to that at all. But
So that was Los Angeles City Councilwoman Nithya Raman on Adam Conover's podcast. You know, the guy who used to do Adam Ruins Everything, tearing up at the idea that an organization that was opposed to her politically would actually stage a homeless encampment in her own neighborhood. And the thing that really got to her, the thing that really was breaking her little itty bitty baby heart, was the idea that her own children's might have saw this staged homeless encampment. And by the way, we actually have a local news footage of this particular encampment that you can see for yourself.
The video's now viewed hundreds of thousands of times online.
It's crazy.
Fake homeless encampments set up outside LA City Councilwoman and mayoral candidate Nithya Raman's home.
It's happening all over the city, and we brought it to her doorstep so she can see what other people are going through.
And obviously, if you've been to Los Angeles, if you've seen real encampments, in orders of degree, this is actually not that bad and not that terrible, again, by comparison. But the thing is, this particular stunt being aimed at Councilwoman Raman is not something that came out of nowhere. As we've talked about multiple different times on this channel, there was actually an ordinance that was up for vote in the city of Los Angeles. That ordinance would have required homeless
another traitor
to move just 500 feet away from a school. And not only did Nithya Raman, this woman who's tearing up on the idea that her kids might have to see homeless people vote against it, but she very smugly rolled her eyes when being criticized by people who didn't want real, legitimate open-air drug markets at their children's schools. Let me play you the clip of that right there.
I mean, it's like, I don't think a kid's going to be safer because a tent is 500 feet away from a school. You know, it's
So the audacity, the absolute absurdity of this woman who, by the way, used to work for a homeless nonprofit, used to make money off the homeless industrial complex, to now turn around and talk about how it's totally different when it's her kids and it's her neighborhood. Obviously, this achieved exactly what people wanted it to achieve, because it shows that these are elitist champagne socialists who want homeless encampments and open-air drug markets at your kid's school, but God forbid their kids would ever have to see the very thing that they're perpetuating. And this is what we're going to talk about today, because this whole Factually episode, which, by the way, is the name of Adam Conover's podcast, is embarrassing in every possible way. Adam is an absolute loser, as we talked about in a previous video. And yeah, we really do need to break it down, because Nithya Raman should be polling at 0% right now, because she is the worst of the worst. And by the way, I say that considering Karen Bass actually let large sections of Los Angeles burn down. She ignored multiple warnings because she was partying in Ghana at the time, and she didn't want to cancel her little bitty vacation. So yeah, we're going to talk about this. We will discuss this, but before we do, I want to thank everybody who supports this channel via actualjusticewarrior.com/join.
Give me the money. Give me the money. Okay?
I think sometimes there's this illusion that a host like me or a comedian like me should be like politically neutral or objective in some way, or that if we talk to politicians, we're being sneaky in some way. You think about all the comedians who had, the right-wing presidential candidates on a year or two ago, but didn't really admit that what they were doing was supporting those people, right? They were like, oh, we're just talking to them. I think both of those approaches are bullshit. I think what we need to acknowledge is that everybody's a political actor in the world, right? Everybody has political opinions, myself included. And the best thing to do is be honest about what those political beliefs and connections are. And that is what I'm doing on the show today.
So while the purpose of this video is to expose Nithya Raman and how terrible she is, I do want to point out for everybody out there in the audience that Adam Conover actually opens up his video addressing criticism from unnamed parties, and it appears to me that he's addressing criticism from my previous video on him, directly points that I made against him, and it's absolutely fascinating to see him not understand that criticism. But again, these are people who are so out of touch and absurd, it is not surprising. So Adam ends up saying this idea that somebody is not political and doesn't have their own political takes. That's absurd. That's obviously ridiculous. I don't believe in those takes. And by the way, what do you have to say to those comedians that hosted Donald J. Trump, Donald J. Orange Man Bad Trump during the course of the election, while you're criticizing me for backing Nithya Raman? Now, Adam, I know you're a little bit slow. I know you're a little bit high on your own supply because you've been lauded by the media for so long as this truth teller, as this debunker, and now that you're facing criticism for actually expressing your actual opinions without a research team behind you, you don't quite know how to handle it, you don't quite know how to address it, but nobody actually cares that you're a left-wing progressive idiot. In fact, it is expected for somebody in your position in the Los Angeles bubble, but the thing is, you actually built your brand as somebody who would seek out the truth no matter what and would not bend the truth to your partisan whim.
Yeah. Unless you have a habit of undermining your own beliefs and of being curious about these things, you won't look into those things more deeply. And part of the thesis of the show and the mission of the show is to help instill that habit in people.
When you're talking about examining truth claims, everyone is looking through their own lens, but there doesn't seem to be a strong partisan lens or anything that you're filtering your show through.
You know, I have political beliefs like anybody else, but that's not what the show is about. People have told me, you should do an episode on Planned Parenthood, on the truth about Planned Parenthood, right? Depending on what they think the truth about Planned Parenthood is, you know? We're not going to. Because there's no way for me to do an episode, here's the truth about Planned Parenthood, where every person in the audience won't already know what they think about that. I want to do stories that are about the things that we take for granted in our own lives and never think about.
So two things are hilarious about this. So first and foremost, a couple of years later, Adam would do another interview on Reason TV where he decided that he was going to do a video on guns and heavy political topics.
So our season premiere this year is called Adam Means Guns.
So he couldn't even hold to the promises that he made to this particular reporter. But in addition to that, Adam is so soft, so weak, that this reporter right here, his wife, works for Adam.
We should mention at the top that I'm actually married to the casting director of your show, so take that for whatever it's worth.
But so he couldn't even do a minorly adversarial interview at Reason TV 10 years ago. And as I demonstrated in my previous video, where you went out of your way to lie for Karen Bass, to lie for her response to the fire.
Karen is catastrophically unpopular. She has a 24% approval rating because of her mismanagement of the fires and the city budget. So the state was prepared. We did see the fire coming. We threw everything we had at it, and we were still no match for it.
You say untrue things because Karen Bass was the progressive in the last election cycle. You are a scumbag who is bending the truth in order to, again, benefit your political agenda while you spend years pretending you were absolutely not doing that. And you scoffed at the allegations of bias. You did multiple interviews talking about how you never really reveal your politics. So now that you have been unmasked as exactly what people called you out as for years that you lied to us about, that's why people are angry at you. Now, not me specifically, because I can spot a progressive playing neutral all the time. It's the easiest thing in the world because you guys don't understand the other side, so you can't play neutral. And again, I'm not surprised right now at this moment because you're the guy who went on Joe Rogan and tried to argue that there are no differences between men and women in terms of sports.
There's a reason, there's a distinction. There's a reason why we make the distinction to have male athletics versus female athletics. The reason is that males have a physiological advantage over women. So in most sports, most physical sports, we do not have males compete with females because you also have, there's a bunch of advantages in terms of reaction time that males enjoy. It's some significant difference in reaction time between males and even untrained males versus female professionals.
Well, I disagree, and
what do you disagree about?
I've already my main point being the one that I already made, right? That I don't think that there is such a thing as a perfectly level playing field. I think we decide what kind of playing field we want to have.
Sure, but we do make the distinction where we don't allow men to compete in women's division.
And I think that distinction may be breaking down a bit, right? And I think it may be time to break down that distinction.
And then that we should actually, in order to accommodate the transes, invent all new sports where the gender differences are not represented because you thought that was an easier solution than understanding the basic difference between biological males and biological females, a concept that you deny. So yeah, Adam, the reason many of your former fans don't like you, the reason many of them find you embarrassing, is that you were hidden behind this production as this neutral figure for a lengthy period of time. You were never that person. You were never neutral. You were never pursuing the truth. And now you're admitting it and then pretending like you're no different from anyone else, even though, again, many of people are actually about what they believe from the jump, like me on this channel. But by the way, I still don't lie about the facts in the same way that you do. By the way, also what we discovered is that Adam Conover actually actually did work for Nithya Raman's campaign, something that he discloses at the beginning of this, something that I called them out for in my previous video.
Before we do, I just want to be very upfront and let you know officially that I have volunteered for her campaign and all of her campaigns. I've donated to all of her campaigns over the years. I've also donated to many other progressive political candidates. And also at the beginning of the year, when she first jumped into the race, I actually worked for her campaign as a contractor for the first month to help them get set up.
Yet he didn't acknowledge that in the previous video that he put out.
Your campaign was almost, hey, did you know there's something called a city council person?
Right.
And you can vote for them?
Yes.
And guess what? If you had someone in there who was actually working, it could make the city a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I saw people like myself. I had lived in the district for years. I had never even thought about this position. I didn't know the name of the person who had it. And then after your campaign, which was about a year and a half long, suddenly I did know the name of the person. I was invested in city politics in a way I hadn't been before. And then I actually saw stuff get better in the district. And I had like hundreds of friends and community members who I saw go through the same thing. Oh yeah, no, I voted for Nithya. Oh yeah, she's really great. And oh, do you know what's up with this encampment? And oh, did you hear about this that went on in City Hall? Like, people are suddenly paying attention, and I feel like the connection of the political office to the practical reality of the city that you live in and improving it was like the most basic connection, but it was one that was not being made for people.
Now, this whole interview obviously is an embarrassing glaze session from Adam Conover, but I selected a couple of quick bits for us to react to because they're absolutely hilarious. Chief among that is Adam Conover saying that he had no idea what even a city council person is until he met the wonderful and gracious Nithya Raman. He didn't know his representative is, he didn't know what they did, and she's the one who taught him everything that he knows about politics in Los Angeles. And again, something that Adam thinks is propping up Nithya Raman, but in reality, it's just him degrading and debasing himself because the idea that you don't know what a city council person is absurd. Like, even a rudimentary definition would allow people to believe that it's at least like the equivalent of a congressperson, but in your local government, your city government. Maybe, you know, it's kind of in the name, but Adam's like, oh my God, I didn't know anything about local government until Nithya Raman came down from the heavens and told me that she was running. And what's funny about this is that he's obviously lying, so much so that Nithya Raman is actually contradicting his story, saying she doesn't remember it this way.
And you were like, hey, we represent hundreds of, this position represents hundreds of thousands of people. It has a lot of power.
Yep.
We have recently changed our city council election cycle to align with the national election. So a whole bunch of new people are going to come in and vote.
Yeah.
And previously, the guy in the position before was basically sort of didn't want you to know who he was, right? We're sort of hiding. We're not really doing that much. But this is a position that can really make the city better, and we can win. And I
don't know if I went that far.
Okay.
As you said.
You convinced me in that conversation.
Okay, good. Maybe I was making a case then.
But Adam is just in full glaze mode. And by the way, he's doing this for 5,000 people. 5,000 people. My video will get more than 5,000 views in the first hour, and if not, in the first half hour, and Adam is doing this debased humiliation ritual in order to worship this woman for 5K views. And by the way, the comments, not on his side. Now, I know Adam's gonna respond and say, whoa, what do you expect from me? I mean, everybody's a political actor. Everybody has political views. Everyone has political beliefs. Why are you trying to pretend that I should be different? It's not like I built my brand on how I ruin everything, I debunk everything, and now I'm just nodding along with the basic bitch progressive positions from an actual communist. Again, how about Adam ruins communism? You can't figure out that one doesn't work, Adam? Embarrassing in every possible way. But then we get into the lie sessions, the embarrassing thing that left-wingers do who backed up stupid-ass policies like defund the police, where now they try to sprinkle ambiguity all over the situation and wash their hands of the positions that they absolutely took.
One of the biggest spenders is the LAPPL, which is the police union, and my understanding is a big part of the reason why is they just literally want the existing cops to be paid more every single year. They want more money out of the public coffers, and they pay to support politicians that'll do that, and as a result, we massively have overpaid our police force in a way that's not keeping us safer, but is like draining money from other places, right?
Yeah, we symbolically might suggest to the public that you are actually pro-public safety And voting against that contract might suggest that you're anti-public safety. Right?
Voted
And-
with the cops or against the cops. It boils
Right.
down to that.
But I don't think it has to be that black and white. And I think Angelinos are really capable of nuance.
Yeah.
And I do think we can have a different kind of conversation, which says, yes, we need 911 response. Yes, we need armed response. We need to be able to preserve this as part of our public safety responses for sure. But how do we ensure that we're able to also sustain our city, but actually also deliver on that public safety response effectively? And how do we make those kinds of decisions? That, I think, is the conversation that people want to have, frankly. Yeah. But we don't have that. We just have these black and white. Are you pro-police? Are you anti-police? Are you funding the police? Are you defunding the police? And it's not actually, that's not actually what is the conversation that I think people in LA need to be having right now.
So one of the things that I hate about people like Adam who play neutral for all these different years is the fact that he, and by the way, Nithya Raman, think that they're way smarter than they actually are. Because what they're saying with all these words and invoking the concept of nuance is that the issue isn't about defunding the police or funding the police. It's far more complicated than that. And in reality, what Nithya Raman just wants to set up is all these different scenarios where we have our mental health teams and our unarmed responders in order to deal with certain situations that the police absolutely do not deal with. And yes, there is an interesting discussion about the contract that was offered to the police by Karen Bass, and by the way, why people like Nithya Raman essentially force that upon the city, because when you vote to defund the police, as we talked about multiple different times on this channel, crime ends up going up, which absolutely happened in Los Angeles. By the way, Nithya Raman voted to defund the police. Then you end up paying more for the police in terms of overtime because you have fewer recruits, so it ends up not even producing the result that you want. But the idea that they're going to explain now the concept of defunding the police without using those terms and saying it's more convoluted than that, without acknowledging that Nithya Raman did vote to defund the police, and in addition to that has tweeted straight up that she is in favor of defunding the police multiple different times, just shows that they think you're stupid. It just shows that they think you're an idiot. Just shows that they look down on you. These are the elitists thumbing your nose. By the way, Nithya Raman can talk all she wants about how there's so much more nuance. It's not about are you in favor of funding the police or in favor of defunding the police, but if you actually read the tweet that she put out where she advocates for defunding the police, she quite literally says this: the path is not complicated. Fund services, fund housing, fund care, defund the police. So again, in 2020, during the Black Lives Matter riots, when she's demagoguing the issue, when she thinks she has momentum, when she thinks she's strong on this particular issue, it's defund the police. Now that that position is absolutely toxic, it's political cancer, it's, oh no, it's much more nuanced than that, guys. Oh my god, Adam, can you run cover for me in this particular segment? I know you actually worked for me, but can you please just, let's just run cover on your podcast? The same exact energy that causes Nithya Raman to cry over the idea that a homeless encampment, that's not even real, by the way, where they're not actually using actual drugs, was set up in her neighborhood as a political stunt, and then vote for keeping those encampments, those open-air drug markets at your kid's school, is being put on display right here, where they pretend that Nithya Raman is this nuanced person who actually isn't really anti-police or really somebody who thinks about defunding the police, when she absolutely is. She absolutely tweeted in support of it. She absolutely voted in that direction, and Adam is lying to you because he knows that's toxic. Remember the old game that they used to play where they used to say defund the police and you would look at them and say you're crazy, and then they say no, what we're trying to do is actually allocate the resources to situations where they'd be better used. By the way, all the studies behind that show that absolutely 100% doesn't work, and many of these violence interrupters just end up calling the police anyway. So what this is actually about is just employing more people in government so they're more dependent on the government, so you can grow the government, and it's completely ineffective. And then after they would give that explanation, they would say, so now do you support defunding the police? And people would still say no. Well, now they just drop the language, distance themselves from it, pretend that they never said it when they absolutely 100% support it. These people are trying to pretend that they're not the same folks that want biological men competing against women in sports, that want to defund your police and fund all these nonprofits, that want homeless encampments at your children's schools. I know it sounds absurd. I know it sounds like I'm making it up, but it's on video. Nithya Raman saying moving it just 500 feet isn't going to do anything, so she voted against that, and then she rolls her eyes at her constituents.
I mean, it's like, I don't think a kid's going to be safer because a tent is 500 feet away from a school,
that are mad. And again, this is the same exact woman that cried about a fake encampment in front of her property.
I have little kids.
Yeah.
They didn't see it, luckily, this morning. But, I feel badly that I'm even subjecting them to that at all. But it has definitely, this has gone far beyond what I expected the campaign to be about. I, again, thought it would be about bike lanes and management of the Department of Transportation.
To me, a lot of this looks like an attempt to just push people out of caring about politics at all. I mean, what you're talking about is, I would say that rises to the level of harassment on some level.
Is this guy serious? Is Adam Conover serious right now? Did you hear what this guy actually said in this particular interview? The fake homeless encampment, Nithya Raman seeing a made-up person, a made-up example of what she supports. Her neighbors seeing what Nithya Raman supports as a city councilwoman is harassment.
If you pull that down, I'm going to punch you right in the stomach.
It's like, oh my God, I thought I was going to talk about bike lanes and public transportation, but it was
hang
so
on a
terrible
second.
when I actually saw the results of the thing that I was voting for in a fake way. That
I don't understand why you feel the need to be a pain in the
God,
ass.
it was so terrible. And Adam Conover's like, that's harassment. That's harassing Nithya Raman. Are we serious right now? Is this actually happening right here? Are these people this out of touch? Are these people this embarrassing? Again, I know Adam Conover worships this woman. He's like, oh my God, my queen right here, the woman who could do no wrong.
All right,
the one
I'm going to get
who
some more
took
iced
me,
tea and another Red Bull.
An uneducated white man who didn't know nothing about no city politics and turned me into the progressive that I absolutely always was 100% of the time. Oh my God, what will we do without you? And how could you dare be harassed? How could you dare deal with peasants that disagree with you? Honestly, Adam, shut up. Shut your stupid face. Everybody's been wanting to say that to you for years. I will be the captain. I will stand up and do it and just tell you to shut your stupid face. Harassment. Are you kidding me? Regular ass Angelinos get harassed by homeless people that have God tier rights due to people like Nithya Raman voting to protect their encampments, voting to allow them to take over all these public spaces. She had a post, by the way, about how there's not enough park access in the city of Los Angeles. That's because
let me move right in here.
Are taking over it. Remember that story about how the feds raided a drug den that was in a public park? I believe it was called.
You're a good kitty.
Park. Well, there was actually a follow-up story that says that people built their own park within that park in order to get away from the drug addicts so they could have somewhere to take their kids. And Nithya Raman is somebody who supports that. She doesn't want to move those encampments away from the parks because 1 foot away from your kids, there's no difference between that and 500 feet.
It's so bad. They built a park over there within the park to take the kids over there to keep them coming over here.
Because of the drug.
Yeah.
And this is because these people are completely out of touch and out of line. So yeah, Adam, you're an embarrassment. You honestly deserve less than the 5,000 views that you get on your stupid ass podcast. And just so you guys understand, the reason I'm mad at Adam is not because he's a progressive. I knew that.
I wish I got 5,000 views
like
on my
is because he was
streams.
lying the whole time. This is what he always believed. This is who he always was, and he's proven that time and time again. But you know what? Those are just my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. As per usual, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content, follow me on my social media, support me via support links in the description of this video. This has been me talking about Adam Conover going full scumbag yet again. Until next time.
You are who you hang out with. Even if you're trying to do the right thing, like Carlito was, the people that he was hanging with drew him back into doing the wrong thing.
Entitled, what is this? I haven't seen one of these for a while. Maybe it's time to watch another one. This is insane. So yeah, it's been a little bit of time, right? They run it. Do they run it? They think they can assault the whole neighborhood for fun? What? What is this?
Which one? Both of them. Okay. For what reason? Because I told them to quit beating on a girl.
Multiple times.
Who you yelling at?
You.
You don't yell at me. I don't care. Kill him the ground right now. Kill him the ground.
Settle down, fatty.
Kill him, bro. On your face.
You already seen this? I haven't seen it.
Put your finger in my face. I can throw well. You'll go right back to prison, buddy. No.
Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh.
On May 2nd, 2023, officers rushed to a neighborhood after gunshots were heard off and on. One family was on a rampage, bringing the entire neighborhood to a standstill. And now, the neighborhood's last hope seemed to be the officers who had just arrived.
So they...
They jumped on that white man. They kicked him and beat him out.
What the fuck?
The gentleman in the gray pants right there?
Yep.
Oh,
He
what?
had
A gun, about 8 rounds or so. Then he knocked the female down. Then he knocked the male and the female down.
Where are those people?
Right there.
Is this Grand Theft Auto? Holy shit!
Greenhouse.
Them two guys in the
The fuck is wrong with them?
In this house right here.
Did anyone get shot? No.
No, but they shot it. They shot the damn gun.
I seen them shooting it.
Uh-huh.
And then
Just
when
I heard.
We're gonna be right.
I heard.
Uh-huh.
But I seen him when they beat that man up.
What kind of gun did he have? It was a pistol. I don't know. Couldn't tell.
Uh-huh.
But I see him boom, boom, boom.
Them two right here. Them two guys. They beat that man up.
The two that are pushing? Ma'am, I seen it. So the guy in the gray shorts shot the gun off. The other guy is kind of camouflage shorts.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. It's the guy in the gray that he's pushing him back. He's the one that shot off the rounds, knocked over the grill, and started smacking a woman who went this way.
What the fuck?
And before
How do you fuck up that bad?
They got it over here.
They got early access to GTA 6?
The gentleman in the white shirt, the guy in the gray. And then when another man came out, the one that's up by the door now, that's when the other guy, I guess it's his brother, came over and started jumping him.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And they started kicking the man.
Where are you at? Because we're gonna. Right here. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be
He
back.
started kicking the man.
And that's where the problem boys are at?
So I heard gunshots.
Okay.
I came outside.
Is anyone shot or anything?
No.
What's that from?
Those two right there attacked me.
They attacked you?
They attacked him?
Why?
Because I was trying to defend a girl.
Okay. Do you medical attention?
No.
There's blood? Oh, wow.
Alright, just one sec.
No, they attacked.
Got two porkers over there. Oh no.
Hey.
Look at him. Oh no.
He's saying he was battered by these two guys.
Try it again.
Alright.
So try it again.
Uh-huh.
Try it again. Mommy, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing not one thing.
Uh-huh.
Not one thing. On the house.
What are they doing?
Yeah. So far, he's saying he was battered by them.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's bleeding. Okay.
Yeah. That's a hurt.
That's a hurt?
Yeah, dude in the gray had the gun. Yeah, okay.
Can you imagine this is your job, going to houses like this and micromanaging the retards that live in them? That's all you do, is you have to go and rearrange the makeup of this house again. Like, they know who it is. Like, it's a crack house. I know, it's adult daycare. That's crazy.
They're all trying to fight us.
They're trying to...
You don't tell us how this is gonna go. What? You don't get to tell us how this is gonna go. We're gonna figure all this out.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. Why? So that's how it's done. We're not taking your word for it. We're staying right here.
Do what you gotta do there.
All right. That's what we're gonna do.
Do what you gotta do. No, go in the house.
God damn it.
Go in the house.
We'll lock the house.
How can all of them be so stupid? Like, none of them have, like, literally any level of, like, reasonability, impulse control, or anything. Like, the whole family, they're all fucking retarded. Holy shit.
No, we don't care. We'll lock the house down.
What you mean?
We'll surround it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened? I don't know if they talked to you yet.
No.
Let's step behind the car.
Yeah, the guy, I heard gunshots. And I heard gunshots, and he was holding the girl down. She left.
Which one was holding the girl down?
Jesus.
This guy?
Yeah. Okay. And he was gonna.
This one with the jean shorts?
Yeah, it says he's gonna kill her. And the
He's
other
gonna
guy
kill her.
comes up
Oh
and
wow.
says, just leave her alone. And then they attacked me.
Okay. You want paramedics?
No.
Okay. Who attacked? Which one was it?
Both of them.
Okay.
For what?
Both of them.
Because I told them to quit beating on the girl.
What was she wearing?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It became clear that some suffered more from the chaos than others, like the bruised man whose only crime was telling the family behind the attacks to stop beating a little girl. For
it's a good
now,
idea.
it was all just hearsay.
Smart.
But nothing was going to convince the officers faster than becoming victims themselves.
Okay, so let me tell you like this.
Oh no.
All of y'all, it's on. Y'all said it's public property.
Well, we're conducting investigations. We're really
For what?
Because there's shots fired, people uncooperative.
Explain for what? Explains it to her, huh? Oh god. Huh?
Hey, look at all these police.
Yeah, because there was shots multiple times.
Who is you yelling at?
Who's?
You don't yell at me. I don't care who you is. That's one thing you're not gonna do. You're gonna respect me. You're gonna have some respect. I don't care. No, because I was talking to you like a grown person. And
I could see that.
you sit up here and you just raise your voice at me. I don't play that. You don't raise your
The thing is that there is like a group of people that think that like if you get disrespected, it's like reasonable to act this way. You can't do that. You just can't. Like that's not the, like you can't have a world like this. This is crazy.
voice at me. You were talking more calmly.
Oh, you know she's getting arrested. You know that.
Nobody's hurt. Like I was trying to tell him before he started raising his voice at me, he said that, I was like, okay, he said they're being uncooperative. But it's like, all these police for what? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying at all.
For possible shots fired, yeah, there's going to be a big response. You have to understand for one, for everybody's protection.
Yeah,
here,
you're shooting off a gun.
So you have to understand there will. It's not like a call where there's a, lost cat or something. We'll get it. We get it.
Investigation?
Not yet. We're all just getting here, so we'll figure it out, sir, and we'll be out of here.
Okay, so y'all just do it.
Yep, absolutely.
And you don't want paramedics or anything? If you want, they can come check you out right down the block.
Dad, there's something on you.
Lose consciousness or anything?
A little bit.
Dad.
I'm cool.
You're not. You have cancer. This isn't okay. It's not okay.
No.
No, I don't need it.
It's good to show this because, like, it shows the terror that people like this inflict on everybody else around them. It's good to show this because, really, it's not just, like, this is the reason why I am so, like, aggressive with how I talk about these people. It is. It is the way I talk about it. Like, it's changed my perspective considerably. See, I told y'all, like, this is the reason why I do that.
Yes, you do that.
Yeah.
No, you did the right thing.
He didn't.
People are animals. They are.
So.
He didn't
Absolutely.
help at all. Now we're involved and they hate us.
Yeah.
He didn't help them at all. I just. Maybe I'll call Daddy again.
And like, look at the house. It's a total shithole. It is massive shithole. Like you got chairs, like fucking lawn chairs next to the TV. No trespassing. There's like a fucking I don't know, like an AC unit. Like there's a knocked over chair. Like I mean, this is worse than my yard. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is the most ghetto shit that you can see. Really?
Yeah, do me a favor, sir. Just stay away from this area right here, okay? You can go over here. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Get off my property, please. Thank you.
I'm not going to right now, sir. I'm sorry.
Once y'all done, please get off my property.
Ma'am, don't walk through here, please. Just go around me.
This is where my mama lives.
Yep, ma'am.
I'm going this way. Don't touch me.
Don't touch her. Don't touch her.
Yeah. You on your way?
It's crazy because like you can tell that these are the low impulse control I have to respond with aggression to every type of disrespect type people. Like, these types of people just can't exist in society. They and the thing is that, like, usually, like, people like this, I'm surprised they're this old. Because usually people like this get, you know, they get sent to jail pretty fast.
You back up.
Yeah.
We don't need this.
You're not allowing me to.
That's a dog.
We don't need this.
Don't touch my
You're on your way.
Y'all want us back up? Y'all back up.
The son made a statement suggesting they were almost as lethal as the officers. It might have sounded like a bluff at first, but the moment those words left his mouth, the officers realized just how dangerous this family really was. That meant they might need a plan B if they hope to bring them down and make it out in one piece.
Yep.
So respect.
Oh, you got 2 more of them showing up too.
It's like 30 feet. I'm not walking up on you, but I need to get through here.
This is a crime scene. It don't matter. You walking up. Don't walk up.
You see? Look at the guy run away. Look at him run away. Watch.
This is a crime scene. It don't matter.
Oh no.
Don't walk up.
Take him. Get the ground right now. Get on the ground.
Why did you do this?
Get on the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
Why are you running? Yep. There's one right there. Uh-huh.
Bad Leo, right here. Spit on my face. Bad Leo. Congratulations. Got in charge.
Congratulations, dude. How do you fuck your life up and get packed up this fast? Not harsh enough? Oh, I agree.
Battery on Leo. He just spit in my face.
Yep. Man.
Keep out in the charges,
They just immediately, like, they extracted him in, like, what was that? Like, 40 seconds? Jesus. He knows what he's saying. Just get him in the box.
Ma'am, can I tell you something? Ma'am, what are you doing?
What are they doing? Oh my god. What's this hog running to? Oh my god.
Hey, Curcio, watch her.
Yeah?
Man, don't come over here. Don't touch my mama.
Uh-uh.
Don't touch my mama. He doesn't stay on the sidewalk.
You ain't taking me no. Well, I'll tell you that, man.
You ain't taking me nowhere, I'll tell you that much. Please. Please. Uh-huh.
Bat Leo's got it. That's the Leo. I hate y'all shooting a gun.
I hate y'all.
So what? I do it.
I hate y'all. Yeah, I bet you do. Cancer to society? I know, bro. Bring back police brutality. We gotta do that.
I ain't got no gun. You can't do that. Wait, do that. Do that.
The officers were smart enough to set up an ambush and arrest a family member responsible for the gunshots.
Yeah, they got him.
During the arrest, he even managed to rack up 2 more counts of battery. By then, he was already pinned down. Still, subdued didn't mean the chaos was over. Now,
what a surprise.
Now the officers had to deal with a family who seemed desperate to get themselves arrested too.
It's so funny. They tried to walk close to each other. They bounced off. Watch.
Desperate to get themselves arrested too.
I mean, there's hey! Yeah, stare me, your eyes follow me everywhere. Y'all can catch, I'm not going over there, but I am going to catch my son. You got your eyes in my face. Y'all, hey! Y'all back up, we're not doing this. No, we are not doing this. My face.
Please stop.
I'm not asking. No, tell you this. How you telling me to come down, but she walking all up in my face? I'm trying to make it a work tomorrow. But I don't need nobody all up in my face.
Just trying to talk to you. Do you want to talk to me?
No. Okay. Absolutely not. I have nothing to say to you. What I do. Don't try to handle my son. Don't. I'm not going over there. Oh, okay, that's what you call it? You harassing people? I receive a paycheck for what I do too. I call what you call it. It's
I receive a paycheck for what I do too. What do? You don't do anything. I guarantee you don't do anything. What do you mean?
Harassing. Okay, so why all y'all is up on him like that?
Why all y'all is up and on him like, oh my god.
Cooperating, ma'am. Hey, you're not. I told y'all to get out of my face. For one boy.
Oh my god. Jesus. Write that one down, yeah.
He's kicking them. Maybe if they'll let him go. They're just trying to get him in the car, but he's resisting the whole time. He ran from us.
Like this. Come on now. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Don't run and spit at cops.
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
It's what he did.
Yeah.
Y'all wrong too.
Spit on cops.
Y'all wrong too.
We got called here.
You wrong. You wrong.
Please arrest
We got
her.
called here. We didn't just show up.
Put your feet in the car. Put your feet.
Every step of the way, it's a problem. Every step of the way, there's friction. Every minor problem has to be, exaggerated. Every single little piece of every problem has to be made as painful, annoying, just fucking time-consuming, and frustrating as possible. Holy fuck. Just get in the fucking car.
In the car. Put your feet in the car. Put your feet in the car.
Got him. Can you imagine, I bet there's probably no better feeling and no more satisfaction than finally shutting the door. You think to yourself, got him. All right. It's over. Thank God. Yeah.
I'm lost. Curcio.
He was handling himself in the same manner that.
But it doesn't matter. He has no reason.
He has
the
right to speak.
According to the law.
Took flight and ran. So
ran well. What do you need to run for? Y'all had him on the ground. So where the f did he run?
From here to there.
Just before that, you idiot.
He was right up when y'all came up with tasers on him with lights. So.
From here to there. Let me have this.
He was right up when y'all came up with tasers on him with lights.
What? Oh my God!
So where the f did he run?
See,
where did he run?
Y'all expect for people to calm down, but y'all don't give them. Y'all where did he run? Let me handle this, son.
Let me handle this. No, don't worry. I can talk to him.
Listen to me.
Now, why y'all didn't?
Respect, but y'all don't want to give me. Okay, then why did you put your hands on my son? I didn't touch the rest of your son. You just said y'all ran up on him with tasers and put my son on the ground. Because there was a shooting. I am. But they don't have nothing to do with no shooting.
How would he know that?
If you want to find out something, come up and ask. Don't pull guns and tasers on my children. Yes, that's it. Y'all did. Y'all went for guns and tasers on y'all did what?
You know, with this whole family, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. They might only get one or two of them today, but eventually they're gonna get the full set. This is just like they need to have, you know what they do in jail? Maybe they should have family cells in jail, and that way it's you have a situation like this, you just, all right guys, let's go. Let's go. Let's get them all. Let's get this out of here. Get the full set.
Don't put your finger in my face.
The full house.
You'll go right back to prison, buddy. No, I got no problem. Put your ass. I have no problem. I am the
Lieutenant.
Uh-huh.
You gonna kill me? Now you're going to jail. Unnecessary. Just get
Uh-huh.
We don't have permission to go inside the house.
I love how, like, it's the parents that are calming, it's the retarded parents calming down the somehow even more retarded kids. And then as soon as that stops, then they start crashing out too. This is unbelievable. How is this real? Roadhoggle? Yeah.
Right there, that corner, so you can see all the way
Can you
down.
imagine living next to them? And all them fatties crammed in that tiny ass little cracker box house. All them hogs sitting there. Sitting up in the house like sardines, bro. just revving each other up, getting each other even more mad. Oh my god. Man. Imagine being in that house.
Now what is the problem? Y'all got my children all upset, and you can get me upset.
Got my chillin', chillin' all upset.
No, we ain't done talking. Now what's the problem? I want to know what the problem is.
It's because your kids are stupid.
But you say you're doing an investigation. The way you're doing an investigation comes with respect. Not the manner of showing y'all authority trying to run over people. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. What the
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Just shut the fuck up. What the fuck you mean? Know what I'm talking about?
Just stomp everywhere. Oh.
This is smart strategy. Just say, I don't know what you're saying.
Y'all want war, it's just gonna be there. What kind of war is it? Y'all want war, it's just gonna be there.
So true. So true.
You can't give me no affidavit. What's that thing you got? I'm trying to find out the phone with my shit. Y'all talking about pussy. Y'all think y'all got a gun in bad dog?
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're just gonna collect the gun shell casings and that's it. Yep, 100%. 100%. 100%, sir. 100%.
Please, get him and go.
Yep. We're just collecting and then we're gonna go. Yep. I'm counting down the seconds. Trust me.
Yeah.
Man, I wish we could move faster. Gotcha. I'm sure that the neighborhood's gonna give us plenty of information for that, right? Okay. We're as soon as we're doing it. Y'all have a great night. Take care. Nope. Okay, catch you later.
That's the best part, bro. See you later. Yep, see you soon. They know.
Here we go.
Meanwhile, our economy, still the largest in the world. Our GDP, bigger than China, Germany, and India combined.
But I was told we need to play ball with these people and we desperately need them because we're not actually the world superpower. A couple of Muslims told me that. A couple of 85 IQ inbred people from Pakistan told me that we lost the war to Iran.
Plus, now we're getting fresh batches of sweet crude from our new amigo.
Over 10 million barrels of Venezuelan oil will be delivered to the United States since
But I was told that the Venezuela operation was going to be an absolute catastrophe that would start World War III and we'd lose thousands of men. That's what political analyst extraordinaire Sneeko and Hassan Piker have collaborated to tell the world. You mean to tell me they were wrong? It was just completely and utterly beneficial to us and the Venezuelan people? Like, without even a shadow of a doubt, and all those fear-mongering retards are never going to actually have to eat shit publicly because they were completely wrong about this? That's crazy.
That industry is being professionalized for the first time ever. It's going to the benefit of the Venezuelan people. They are selling oil in the market at market rates. The money's going to an account in the United States, controlled and monitored by Treasury, audited by KPMG, and it's for the first time ever the money's not being stolen. It's going to the benefit of the Venezuelan people.
Meanwhile, the Iranians can't get any oil out. 109 of their ships, they've been 180.
Yeah.
The blockades cost them $20 billion and counting. Their ships are sanctioned and stuck. Iran needs the deal, and they're asking for a little moolah. We froze billions of their assets at the start of the war, and they want us to thaw out some of the bank accounts ASAP. But we're not giving them their allowance back if they don't follow orders.
Is the U.S. considering easing sanctions on Iran to allow Iran to sell its crude to market?
No, we're not talking about any easing sanctions.
You mean to tell me that we're not going to write a like $4 billion check to Iran and fly over pallets of cash like Obama? You mean to tell me that Donald Trump is like, it's almost like he's a different guy or something? And all of the neocons that were freaking out that Trump is making some sort of deal, it's almost like they really jumped the gun here. They didn't have faith in the orange buffalo.
Money, no sanctions, no money, no nothing. We have control of money that they claim is theirs.
They're gay.
We'll keep control of that money.
They're
When
gay and
do it
dying.
properly and when
They're
they do
sex
what's
with
right,
guns.
we'll let them have
Dogs
their
for
money.
crying out
But
loud.
right now, we're not doing that, and it's one thing is not contingent on the other.
The message from the White House is no dust, no deal. The Iranians only get their money after they open up the strait and blow up the uranium. But these Persians are squirrely. They're trying to put in the deal that they can control the strait with their neighbors on the other coast, Oman. Trump's like, that's a joke, right?
The strait's going to be open to everybody. It's international waters. Nobody's going to control it. We're going to watch over it. We'll
That's
watch
right.
over it, but nobody's going to control it. That's part of the negotiation that we have. They would like to control it. Nobody's going to control it. It's international waters, and Oman will behave just like everybody else, so we'll have to blow them up.
Oman's an ally, but if you turn into a pirate, we'll turn you into
God!
an
Well, I love this man. I love him. He's just so based like that. Oh, no, but what about violating their sovereignty? Fuck their sovereignty. They want to stop an international waterway? Fuck them. We're going to blow them up. Yes. You know, honestly, they can avoid getting blown up if they just don't do piracy. If they don't do terrorism, they don't die. If they do terrorism, then, well, they made the decision for us. I'm tired of pussyfooting. And for some reason, we just had to go around and give all of our enemies everything. God!
The Russians and Chinese also want to help with the uranium.
I'm sure they do.
Trump says, stay in your corner.
Would you be comfortable down with their stockpile of highly enriched uranium and have them
The president wants to personally seek.
Donald Trump says, I want all of these things. Now you're going to give them all to me or you're going to die. And then they're like, but what about no? But what about Russia? No. What about China? No. But what about with Oman? No. That's just how it's gonna be, all right? This is what unconditional surrender means, all right? We won militarily. You've been fucking with us for 47 years. You're fucking horrible people, by the way. You've been massacring your own people in the streets, all right? Shut the fuck up. This is gonna go the way we want it to go, or you're gonna die. Man, dude, is this what it's like to have a male president? Like, Democrat?
The uranium destroyed. And once that happens, we have a deal. But the president's throwing a curveball in the negotiations. He wants the Arab world to sign on to the deal too. And if they don't, there may be no deal.
We'd like to have them immediately join and Steve Witkoff is working on that with Jared and some others, but would like to have them join the Abraham Accords. It'll be historic if they do it. I think they owe that to us, to be honest. I think because that really would be a tremendous sign. And I think those countries owe it to us. I'm not sure we should make the deal if they don't sign. You want to know the truth?
Oh my God. Yeah, bro's not Obama. People are realizing real quick, dude is not Biden. But unlike Biden, Donald Trump is biding his time until he gets the absolute right star alignment to either make a deal with them and get absolutely everything we want, or bomb them to fucking oblivion. Keep cooking, Mr. President. Everyone crying about the Epstein files is literally rooting for the Epstein regime in Iran to keep raping kids as much as they possibly can. Yeah, actually, I'll take my own moral guidelines on this one and not yours personally. I hope that's okay. And if it's not, I actually don't really care at all.
All right, I gotta log out. I will see you guys in the morning.
The Justice Department is launching a criminal investigation into E. Jean Carroll, who accused Donald Trump of sexual assault. CNN reports. Now, if you remember, she actually won a civil